Aiden Mortensen. Aiden, it's a pleasure to have you once again. Hard to believe that this is the last game of the regular season. It went by fast.
Oh, it flew by, Sonny. It always is a little bittersweet when you get to this time of year because, it feels like just a few days ago we were down at Union watching the Dinos open the season against the Cougars. And now we're here, final game of the regular season.
Yep, the Carbon Dinos, heartbreaking loss on Wednesday night, but you can look at it both ways, Aiden. You can look at it, I don't know, do you believe in those emotional losses? Because it was a game that the Dinos had the opportunity to beat Canyon View, which is a very good team. We talked about it at the end of the game. They've been a top 3 team all season long in the 3A classification. The Dinos were one play away from knocking them off, and that was a team that beat them pretty good up in Cedar City. The Dinos are getting better, and this is a time to get better now around tournament time.
Yeah, and I'm a full believer in those emotional losses, Sonny. I think those are something that, it's going to be hard. It's going to be painful, but at the same time, that's something that can motivate you, especially at a crucial time like this. You're in the final stretch of region play. This is where you can start making a name for yourself. Coach Brower said it in the post-game show last time that with that game against Canyon View that they put 3A on notice, and I'm going to have to agree with them. I think that's a shot that, lots of teams are going to see. They're going to see the Dinos aren't here to mess around.
Absolutely. As we take a look at some games that have happened just recently, as we said, they lost to Canyon View 58-54 here on Wednesday night. North Sanpete off a loss to Emory 57-52. That game went into overtime, so they gave Emory all they wanted, but both teams coming off losses that can hurt a little bit or maybe give you a little bit of more confidence. We'll have to see how these teams react to those losses on Wednesday night.
And I feel like this game in particular is a textbook definition of how this region is played. You look at it, this is a region where you can't judge a team based on head-to-head results against people you've played. We saw that the first time these two teams met, Emory destroyed the Dinos in the Dino Den, and the next day they take North Sanpete to overtime, have to come away with a win there narrowly, and then the Dinos go to North Sanpete and absolutely eat up North Sanpete. So really, it's more of a stylistic thing. As the season goes on, you see which teams you match up best with stylistically, and the Dinos right now, if they match up against a team who they match up well with in that style matchup, then they are going to be giving them 4 quarters of pain.
Yeah, last time these two teams played in North Sanpete, the Dinos came away with a 70-61 win, and at that time, we felt like that was probably the best game that the Dinos had played. Definitely on the road, it was the best game they had played all season.
Oh yeah, it was one of those points in the season where you saw the Dinos showed what they could become come postseason time, and now they have another chance to reestablish what that thought could be as they head into the final stretch of this season. Final game, this is a chance to gain some momentum heading into those first rounds because, looking at the RPI rating before it got pulled down, the Dinos were sitting about 14, North Sanpete was sitting 15-16. This is a game that could swing that and potentially get you a first-round bye. You need to get to that 14 seed, though. That's going to be your magic number.
Take a look at North Sanpete. They got Ridge Hendry, the senior shooting guard, point guard, small forward, plays just about everything on the floor. He's averaging 17 points per game. Now, the Dinos, they have done a good job at shutting down players that they need to shut down, but it seems like every time they play somebody else steps up. Tonight, if they shut down Ridge Hendry, who do they have to watch that can step up and take that spot?
I think you're going to be looking at the senior who wears number 20, McKay Schlappy. Schlappy averaging about 7 points per game, a little over 1.5 rebounds. But he's someone who, if he can get going, he can cause a lot of troubles for the Dinos. We saw that in the first half of the last North Sanpete game at North Sanpete.
Schlappy is a senior, averaging 6.8 points per game. Bryce Swap, also good ball player, the junior point guard, averaging 5.3 points per game as well for North Sanpete.
Yeah, sorry, there's a little action on the court, a little scuffle broke out. I got caught up in that, but North Sanpete is a team who their offense is going to run through the engine that is Ridge Hendry, but he does have some supporting cast members who can step up if they need, and that's what they might need to turn to tonight. Like you said, the Dinos have done an excellent job all season long of shutting down that number one option. We saw that against Canyon View, but they did let Phelps Sanders go off for 31 points. They held their leading scorer to 8 points, but they have another go off for that big amount. Now, if they can do that and they can also shut down those secondary and tertiary scorers, that's something that could cause a lot of heartburn for the Hawks.
So North Sanpete, as we said, 3-15, 2-11 in region play. One of those 11 losses were to the Carbon Dinos at North Sanpete. Now, let's take a look at the Carbon Dinos. It is senior night tonight here at Carbon High School, being the last home game of the season, of course. Now, let's go down and talk a little bit about the seniors here tonight. We'll start with number 2, Ridge Butler. He's the guard, senior, averaging 6.8 points per game. He has been injured, but he's about ready and might come back.
Yeah, from what Coach has said in interviews, Ridge is going to be able to come back tonight. Now, how much will he be on a minutes restriction? More than likely. They want to keep him healthy still. He's still rehabbing a broken foot all the way from the Juab game late December last year. He's been rehabbing that, but he is dressed up and he's ready to go tonight. So we're going to see a little Ridge action, and his season may not have gone the way he wanted, but it's good seeing him back for senior night.
And senior wearing number 3, the center, Maxwell Carlson. He's averaging 3.2 points per game, 3 rebounds per game. He got to see some playing time in this season, and when he stepped in, he has played very well. That baseline shot from about 8 feet, he's deadly with that shot, and I think Maxwell Carlson he's had a excellent season.
And that's what I was going to say, Sonny. You took the words right out of my mouth. Maxwell Carlson and the short corner to the low block.
Yes.
It's like magic to watch. He is so beautiful when he puts that up. The shot arcs perfectly, drops just where he wants it. He has a masterful connection with those short corner shots. And when he can get going, Sonny, he can really get going. We saw a 2 to 3 game stretch where he was averaging about 12 points.
Senior guard number 4, Evan Lancaster, averaging 6.3 points per game, 3 rebounds per game. He's all over the floor. He can hit the 3, and it's fun to watch Lancaster play. Evan plays with all heart.
He does. He's so fun to watch, like you said, son. He's all over the floor, averaging about 6 points per game. Adds about 2 steals. Now, when I first saw Evan, I thought he was going to be, one of those normal high school big men. They're going to stick him in the paint, have him hold his arms up, and that's where he was going to be. But he is such a versatile player for being so tall. I mean, oftentimes, when there are no other guards on the floor, he will take over the point guard responsibility, and he'll dribble, and he can shoot, like you said. It's incredible to see.
Senior guard Charles Tima wears number 11, averaging 2 points per game. He can shoot the deep ball when he gets the opportunity to do it.
And when Tima steps on the court, Sonny, you're about to see some things that belong on an and one highlight mix. He is so electric when he steps on the floor. He just weaves and winds through defenses. If he has any separation, he is a real lethal shooter. He's a danger to make it from anywhere on the floor.
We have Cannon Mortensen, the senior forward, wears number 33, averaging 11.5 points per game. Cannon has just had a fantastic season for the Carbon Dinos. He's great at rebounding. He can hit the three-point shot. He can score in the paint. He's a senior that has just played well this season, and we're going to miss him next year as well. We're going to miss all of these boys next year.
And Cannon has probably become one of the most vocal leaders on the team. He's someone who, when things got tough, when times got turbulent for the Dinos, he was able to step up into that role. And he really started commanding this team. He started leading them in scoring, leading them in rebounding, commanding on defense. He was someone who, like you said, they're going to miss him. He is such a bold leader on the floor. And that's something that you really can't teach. He is just a natural-born leader, and the Dinos are going to miss him.
You're absolutely right. He did. When the Dinos had the injuries and the bad fortunes with the injuries, Cannon really stepped up for this team.
That he did. He really started playing an integral part in the revival because, they were playing good basketball early in the season. Then everyone got injured, and they had to do a lot of adjustments. You had sophomores stepping into that starting five, playing heavy minutes in the varsity level. And, that's hard for any sophomore, but he took those adjustments in stride, and he helped mold those sophomores into some very good players on the floor.
Yep, a young basketball team for the Dinos, the 5 seniors tonight. It's senior night here at Carbon High School. It's Carbon Dino basketball. It's region play. North Sanpete coming to town. Last game of the season, and then it's time for the playing and then tournament time. So after tonight, as we've said before many times, there used to be 3 seasons. There was preseason, region, tournament. Now there's two seasons with the RPI rankings. There's the regular season, and then when tournament time comes, everybody's 0-0. Yep. So that's we're one game away from that. But I'll tell you what, this is a huge game tonight for RPI. This is a huge game tonight for confidence going into the tournament.
Yeah, I think the win here tonight could be the difference maker in either playing that first round game on the road or at home, or potentially if they can jump, they can skip that first round entirely with a bye. Now, that is all up to the numbers guys over at the UHSAA. But it's going to be interesting to see how this game can impact those final RPI standings. Those are going to come out tomorrow afternoon. We'll have them posted on CastleCountryRadio.com as soon as those are available.
Yeah, so tonight, North Sanpete to town. It's the Carbon Dinos, North Sanpete. We'll take a break, and when we come back, more of the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show right here on 95.3 The Peak. This is where the Dinos play.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care, from porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges. Their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Carbon Dino basketball continues on 95.3 The Peak.
Welcome back to Carbon Dino basketball. It's senior night here at Carbon High School tonight. North Sanpete coming to town. The Dinos beat North Sanpete last time these two teams played up in North Sanpete, 70-61. The Dinos need to do what tonight? Aiden, to come away with a win and go into postseason play on a win and a very good showing against a Canyon View team.
And this is something that they've been working on as this region slate has gone on, but taking care of the ball and limiting offensive rebounds. We've seen them take a whole lot better care of the ball. We saw very few turnovers against Canyon View, but now tonight we're looking at a team where if they can limit the offensive rebounding, if they can limit the amount of shots that the Hawks get tonight, then that is a key to stopping that offense, and they can come away with a win tonight, because Ridge Hendry, he's more than just a scoring average, Sonny. You watch film on him. He's all over the floor. He's crashing the boards, whether it be offensive or defensive, and he's a real threat for putback points. He's a high flyer. You rarely see people trying to throw lobs to each other in high school basketball.
What would you like to see the Dinos do on the offensive side of the ball tonight?
Slow it down. That's when it feels like they're playing their best. Coach Brower says they like to run, but they've started moving more into those half-court sets. I think the key thing you have to identify is when you can run and when you need to slow it down. There are moments where, yes, you need to embrace the speed, go on the break, try and create some chaos, but at the same time, you also need to recognize when you need to slow down just a little bit. And if you can differentiate those two styles of play on the floor, then that's going to be the difference maker in this game.
So we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the interview with Coach Brower here on 95.3 The Peak. This is where the Dinos play. It's Carbon Dino basketball. It's the last game of the regular season. It's senior night. We're at Carbon High School. It's going to be a great night for high school basketball. Don't go anywhere here on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
You're looking for somewhere you could be proud to work. Komatsu is looking for you. Komatsu is a leading manufacturer of construction, mining, forestry, and industrial heavy equipment. Komatsu currently has openings for seasoned welders, journeyman electricians, and MSHA certified electricians, as well as master machinists. At Komatsu, not only will your skills be rewarded with competitive wages, but you'll also enjoy benefits like a robust 401k plan. Grow with Komatsu. Go to komatsu.com or call Tanner at 636-6150.
This is Dave
and Ryan
from Dave and Ryan's Movie Review.
Experience movies the way God intended them to be seen.
On the big screen. At the King Cole Theaters.
And action.
Whether it's stunning action,
heart-stopping horror,
tender romance,
gut-busting comedy,
or wholesome family flicks,
movies are always better on the big screen.
Connect on Facebook for instant access to showtimes and the latest blockbusters.
With showing 7 nights a week and matinees on weekends, you can immerse yourself in the magic of movies at the King Cole Theaters. Looking for a great meal? Juniper has you covered with delicious pizza, pasta, burgers, sandwiches, and fresh salads. Juniper is open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturdays from 12 to 8 p.m. Whether dining in or ordering out, Juniper makes it easy. Order through DoorDash for quick delivery straight to your door. From lunch to dinner, Juniper serves up flavorful meals the whole family will love. Stop by and see why Juniper is the perfect place for your next meal. Great food, great atmosphere every time.
JN Auto says it's time to get in the auto buying game. JN Auto is a game changer when you're looking for a new vehicle, but don't want to pay the new vehicle price. By making JN Auto a part of your team, you can count on finding quality, gently used vehicles with manufacturer warranties and unbeatable prices. You just found the secret to finding the perfect vehicle. It's JN Auto. Check out their huge inventory at jnautosales.com. JN Auto in Huntington and Price.
It's time you started working close to home. GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance is looking for experienced miners, mechanics, electricians, and surveyors to fill local jobs. Stop traveling every week and let GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance find you a job closer to home and your family. No more leaving your family every week traveling to a work site. There are good paying jobs right here close to home, and GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance can help you get started today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. Your new job close to home is waiting for you.
Carbon Dino basketball continues on 95.3 The Peak.
Joining me now in the Sutherland's broadcast booth, as always, head coach Taylor Brower. Coach Brower, always a pleasure to have you up here. Thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
So let's start off as we normally do. Just initial thoughts following the game.
Man, we were so close. Like, we fought so hard, and I think we just put 3A on notice, saying, look, like, our record might be terrible, but we come to play, and we're playing well right now. So I'm really proud of our kids.
And that's something that we've been saying all season. I feel like teams show up here, and they expect to win by virtue of just showing up sometimes. They look at the record. They don't look at the film. They see, oh, they're so-and-so, and they show up. And you guys are just so much better than that record shows. And I think the key difference, though, sometimes is that they have that one player. It always seems to be just one guy who goes off against you.
You know, that's the truth. You know, tonight our game plan was stop the Attic kid. And he only had 10 points, but the Phelps kid freaking ate he must have had Michael Jordan special juice or something tonight and scored 31 on us. You know, and that's just the nature of good teams. They have 2-3 scorers that can score at will, and Canyon View's done really well at developing those two kids. And I mean, what do you do with that? But, hey, we only lost by 4, and he still had 31 points. So.
Yeah, no, and I think that really speaks to how incredible the defense was on the rest of the team. I mean, like you said, Attic was the next leading scorer with 10, then Bubba Ludlow with 8. Outside of that, everyone 4 points or below. And one thing that I noticed up here in the booth over the course of the game is over the course of the season, you guys have seemed to have that problem where you'll go battle back and forth for a while, and then the other team will go on a run that you just can't overcome tonight. That just didn't seem like it was the case. Every run that Canyon View went on, you guys were responding in kind.
Yeah, I rewatched about 5 or 6 of our games, and I've been taking like lineups and stuff, and I noticed the same thing. I noticed that usually there's about a 2-minute, 3-minute period between, usually in the second quarter sometime, where our team, the team goes on a run, and then we don't go on a run, and then they go on another little short run, and then that's the difference of the game, and we can never close that gap. Tonight, I think what helped is that we built that lead up in the first quarter, and they went on some runs in the second, but we were able to weather that storm, and we were able to only be down 1 at halftime, and then we were able to fight after that.
Now, offensively this game, you guys brought out a lot more of that slower-paced half-court offense. Is that something that we can expect to see over the rest of the season, or was that something that just catered well against the style of defense that Canyon View plays?
That's one of the things we've actually been working on. So at the start of the season, we wanted to run. We wanted to get up and down the floor, which we're still really good at. But teams have figured it out. So we can run when we can. But the thing is, too, is we've got to figure out how to execute in the half court, because good teams can run when they can, but execute in the half court. And we've actually been working on that a lot the last couple of weeks. And I think we definitely did that tonight. Canyon View's defense was definitely very good. I was expecting them to go into zones more and go into different defenses, because that's what they did with the younger age groups, but they didn't do that tonight, which is fine, because I'd rather stay in a man anyways. So I think we played well, and we got to keep working.
And I think it's the selfless nature that this team has, especially in those half-court situations. It feels like every player is willing to make that extra pass to get a teammate even more open than they already are. And one player I think that really exemplified that tonight was Logan Bennett. That kid is like the Energizer Bunny down there. No matter where he is, it feels like he's bringing the energy.
He is. Before we lost him, he was definitely our motor. It's nice to have him back. Tonight, I think one of the things that Logan struggles with is he's a strong kid, so he feels like he can go up and over kids a lot of times. But tonight he did a really good job of kicking, making that extra pass, stealing the ball, playing defense. He spent a lot of energy on defense tonight, and I appreciate his work and what he did.
And you guys have a stellar junior class, a stellar sophomore class coming right up. But let's talk about the seniors for a second. Friday against North Sanpete. That's going to be senior night. You talked about it with Jordan earlier today, but that first group of seniors as a head coach, that's got to have a special place in your heart.
It does. The nice thing of me being a teacher at the school is I've taught a couple of them, and so I have that relationship with them. It's been nice to develop a better relationship with them through basketball coaching, but I've really appreciated how they've bought into what I've been preaching and stayed positive and done everything I've asked them to do this year.
Now, looking ahead to North Sanpete, they fell today to Emory just moments ago. That's a team where you stylistically match up very well against them. Do you think we're going to see a kind of similar strategy going into that game Friday night as we did the first time we saw North Sanpete? Or are you going to you looking to throw a few wrenches in the Hawks' direction?
No, honestly, the only kid that really scares me with the North Sanpete is that Hendry kid, and I've got Logan Bennett. So I think I'll put Logan Bennett on him and force him to play defense on him and make him work for his points. And then just make sure we rotate and play really good defense on the other kids and minimize those. Like I said, we're getting better at the half court. We just got to be more efficient at not turning the ball over and not making selfish shots. But we're getting there, and we're building.
Now, Coach, before I let you go, is there anything you'd like to leave the listeners with?
Nope, just come to the game on Friday night. It's going to be a good one.
Well, Coach, thank you again, as always, for taking the time to come talk to us. We really appreciate it. Again, that was Carbon head coach Taylor Brower, and we were talking about the game tonight as the Dinos fall 58-54 to the Canyon View Falcons. We'll take a quick break and be back with our closing thoughts to wrap up this broadcast here on the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union postgame show. You're listening to 95.3 The Peak. This is where the Dinos play. This is where you need to be.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck. Because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here. You've been accused of doing something illegal and charged a foul. It's time to run the court in a game of legal matters. Let Oliver Law jump through the hoops. Robert Oliver believes in innocent until proven guilty. Oliver Law brings you a slam dunk defense for the best possible outcome for your criminal case. And when it's time to go to the foul line, Robert Oliver doesn't miss a shot. Call 435-637-6060 or go to robertoliverlegal.com to request a free consultation. Robert Oliver, passionate about defending the underdog.
Picture this. A sudden burst pipe, flames engulfing your kitchen. Disaster strikes when you least expect it. But fear not, because Restore Wizard of Price is here to save the day. Their team of restoration experts is ready to tackle any fire or flood emergency from start to finish. They're not just here to fix the damage, they're here to restore your peace of mind. Don't let disaster catch you off guard. Call Restore Wizard of Price, 637-9165. Restore Wizard, the magic of a fresh start.
At San Rafael Health, they believe everyone deserves compassionate and dedicated care. Whether you're looking for a place for mom, dad, or any loved one, the doors are open. San Rafael Health accepts private pay, Medicaid, Medicare, and commercial insurance, ensuring quality health care is accessible for all. Let the family at San Rafael Health take care of your family. Call today at 384-2301 and let San Rafael Health provide the care your loved ones deserve.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
J&D Automotive in Castledale and River Auto in Green River has been your trusted neighbors for 40 years, offering expert automotive parts and service right in the heart of Emery County. Thanks to a great partnership with Napa, you get dependable parts and a team that knows your car inside out. Whether you're in for a routine checkup or need of a major repair, J&D Automotive is close to home and ready to help. Visit J&D Automotive today and experience the difference of local care with big brand quality.
The Dinos play here on 95.3 FM, The Peak.
Welcome back to the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show here at Carbon High School tonight, the last game of the regular season. Senior night, lots going on here tonight. The band is here. Excuse me, the place is packed.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely filled, Sonny. The band playing. I thought that was the speaker system for a second, but they're just that good. I mean, you don't become a two-time marching band state champion for nothing. So the pep band, absolutely electric. The student section looks to be rowdy as ever. They have a mock ESPN desk down there, complete with a camera. I'm really excited to see what they're pulling out throughout the game, but most importantly, I'm excited to see the product on the floor tonight. We're going to be seeing a lot of excitement between these two teams. Like Coach Brower said, one difference maker that the Dinos didn't have in their last win against North Sanpete was Logan Bennett. He is a scrappy defender, and I think, like Coach said, he could give Ridge Hendry fits all night long.
Yeah, we're looking at possibly standing room only tonight as it's filling up with 9 minutes before tip-off here. We said we were going to be a little bit late tonight with senior night. Now let's take a look at the Carbon Dinos. We looked at North Sanpete in detail. Now it's time to look at the Dinos. It looks like tonight the Dinos will be starting the seniors. All 5 seniors will start tonight. I think that's great. So starting will be number 2, Ridge Butler, the senior guard. He's averaging 6.8 points per game. He wears number 2 and 2 rebounds per game as well. We haven't seen Ridge for a while because of the injury. It's gonna be great to see him back on the floor tonight. He'll give the Dinos some energy.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him back on the floor, Sonny. It's always fun seeing players come back from injury. I mean, the 2 times we've seen it, Kyler Orth came back from injury against North Sanpete the first go-around. He had an absolutely electric showing. Logan Bennett had about 16 points in his return game, so I'm sure Ridge is going to give us something special here on senior night.
And Maxwell Carlson, the senior center, where's number 3? He averages 3.2 points per game and 3 rebounds per game. We talked about him earlier in the pregame show, how he has stepped in, and he shined.
He has. He is. At the start of the season, he was kind of a defensive specialist. You know, he was very lanky, very tall. He can block shots with ease. But midway through the season, he got those short corner and low block shots to start falling. And ever since then, it's been hard to stop him on the offensive side of the ball as well.
Senior guard wearing number 4, Evan Lancaster, averaging 6.3 points per game, 3 rebounds per game. We talked about him as well. He's all over the floor. He's fun to watch. He can do a little bit of everything. I guess that's the best way to describe Evan.
I think that's a perfect description for him, Sonny. Evan, when he can get going, he really gets going. Whether it be driving to the basket, scoring on the layup, blocking shots, going for steals, or shooting threes, he really has a touch of everything for this team. And when he can hit those threes in key moments, Sonny, that can electrify not only the bench, but the gym as a whole.
Senior guard Charles Tima. He wears number 11, averages 2 points per game, but he can hit the three. You see him in warm-ups, and when he does come into the ball game, he has a really great-looking stroke from the three-point line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a few quick shots from Tima in this game, especially from beyond the arc if he gets any separation, because he can drain them. He's shown that before, whether he be fading away or staying put, he can hit the three ball.
And the senior forward wearing number 33, averaging 11.5 points per game, 4.9 rebounds per game, Cannon Mortensen. He stepped up. He's been a leader on this team through the season. And I'm interested to see how he plays tonight and how he responds here in the tournament time, because he's a great ball player, averaging 11 points per game. You know, when you average 11 points per game in the region that the Dinos play in, you're having a good season. Cannon is definitely having a good season.
Yeah, anything within those double digits puts you in the upper echelon of those scorers within the region, because they're hard to come by, because a lot of Region 12's play is defined by defense. I will say, with the exception of Canyon View, their game plan is score, score, score. But all the other teams, they seem to have that defensive mindset. They want to wear you down. They're going to win that defensive battle, set themselves up offensively, and go from there. I think that's going to be a pretty big key in this game.
And the head coach, Taylor Brower. Well, I want to thank Coach Brower for being so nice to us all season long, coming up, talking to us anytime we ask him to, comes up on his own. Great coach to work with, and just want to thank him for his cooperation throughout the season. It's been great.
Yeah, he's a fantastic coach, a fantastic person as well. I mean, you know, he comes up after losses too, and that takes a lot of guts. I mean, he comes up regardless of the circumstance, and he gives pretty good interviews.
Yep.
And, you know, he hasn't threatened us yet, and I think that's a big key of having a good coach, is not threatening the media.
Okay, let's take a look at North Sanpete. We'll look at their starting five tonight, starting with number 1, the junior point guard, Bryce Swap. He averages 5.3 points per game.
And Swap, he's going to be one of those players the Dinos are going to have to keep an eye on as they try and hold Hendry in check. He can score when he is open. They're going to want to keep an eye on him.
Senior shooting guard number 5, Jaden Bowles.
And he's another one. He's going to be beyond the arc. He's going to be a threat. You're going to want to keep an eye out on the perimeter, but that's an area where the Dinos have shined this season.
And a number 13, senior, as we said, shooting guard, point guard, small forward, Ridge Hendry. He does everything, 17.1 points per game.
Yeah, he's electric. He's going to be the player that the Hawks are going to turn to on offense. The key is going to be not letting him get hot. If he can start heating up, the Dinos might be in some trouble.
Number 20, senior small forward, McKay Schlappe. He's averaging 6.8 points per game.
Second leading scorer on the team. If they can keep Hendry in check, they're going to want to keep an eye on him as well.
And the senior small forward, Braddock Epps. He's averaging 3.1 points per game. He wears number 32. Don't let the 3.1 points per game fool you. We'll be saying his name a lot tonight.
We will, Sonny. He's an excellent defender as well as a good rebounder. He's going to be crashing those boards, and the Dinos are going to have to watch out for that. They're going to want to limit second chance opportunities for the Hawks.
And that's a look at the starting five for North Sanpete. We're about 3 minutes away from tip-off here on senior night. Packed house here at Carbon High School. Last game of the season. The energy level is high tonight. The Dinos coming off a 58-54 loss to a very good Canyon View team on Wednesday night. Getting a win here tonight going into the tournament would be fantastic for the Dinos, because they played excellent Wednesday night here at home.
Yeah, and we're very firm believers in momentum,
yes.
Sonny. We think that's a very real aspect in
yes.
any sport. So if you can carry over a win into the start of postseason play, build off that, and just continue to keep building and building. They've shown they can hang with the best. So they're just going to have to take care of business tonight, build up that momentum, and head into the postseason with some fire.
Yeah, I mean, you've said it many times on air that we don't agree on everything.
We don't.
But two things we do agree on is momentum and rhythm. And if they can get momentum and a rhythm tonight going into the tournament, that's just a plus for this basketball team.
Yeah, that can make all the difference in the world. I mean, you're looking at a potential first-round matchup. Right now, they're set to have a home showdown in that first round against one of those lower teams right now, looking either Ben Lomond, Summit Academy coming to town. You want to win tonight so you can keep that home court advantage going into postseason play. That's where you're going to find your biggest advantage. If they can get the home crowd here for the playoffs, that's going to be a difference maker, especially when they're competing against these teams.
Yeah, this is the last regular season game but it might not be the last home game for the Carbon Dinos. There's a pretty good chance that we'll be back here for the playing game.
Yeah, and, they have had some key wins that have aided in that. The win over Grand, so a few wins down and in Cedar City over Christmas break and tournament play, and a region win against North Sanpete has helped them greatly in the RPI standings. That and just playing in one of the toughest regions in the state in Region 12, that has done immeasurable wonders for them in the RPI.
I will guarantee you one thing. It doesn't matter if it's here or where it's at. We will be there for the next Carbon Dino basketball game.
Yeah, they send us to Ogden. They send us to Cedar City. It doesn't matter, Sonny. We're going to be traveling along with the Dinos. Love following these teams around. It's going to be a fun postseason, and I'm excited to be here with you tonight at Senior Night.
We'll take a break, and when we come back, it'll be tip-off time. We'll run through the starting five again real quickly. Before tip-off, the Dinos tonight will wear their white uniforms with the blue numbers. North Sanpete with their red uniforms. We'll take a break. When we come back, high school basketball. You've been listening to the Landis Diesel Service pregame show here on 95.3 The Peak.
Feel the force of the Ram heavy-duty truck, the power horse beast that thrills with its performance. Hi, this is Thad. Imagine saving up to $15,000 off the original MSRP. Auto Farm has 15 at the ready and waiting for a test drive, including 5 hard-to-find dualies, exceptional strength, unprecedented durability, and might that echoes in every gear shift. Demand the best from your heavy-duty jobs. Demand a Ram heavy-duty from Auto Farm. Because with Ram, it's just not driving. It's just not a lifestyle. Don't just imagine. Come in and test drive away today.
Hi, this is Tim Frame, manager at Cache Valley Bank. Are you getting ready to tackle some spring projects, or are you already making summer plans? Now is a good time to stop in and see how Cache Valley Bank can assist you. With a great team of friendly, knowledgeable bankers, we can provide you with the financial tools needed to help you succeed. We are dedicated to providing you with the personalized attention you deserve. Come visit us at 82 West Main Street in Price, and let us show you what opening an account with Cache Valley Bank can do for you.
Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, music up, but suddenly your car sputters. Don't let car troubles break your stride. At Cars Complete Auto Repair Service in Wellington, they're dedicated to keeping your vehicle running smoothly so you can keep enjoying those flawless drives. From regular maintenance like oil changes and wheel alignments to tune-ups and even new tires, Cars is here to help. Visit Cars today and drive away confident knowing your car is in its best shape ever.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a four-legged word.
When it comes to doing spring projects around the house, I like to do it myself.
You mean we. You, me, and Central Commission. Honey, you know you're all thumbs.
Guilty. So that's why we get all the helpful advice from Central Commission needed to get our DIY projects done right.
Plus all the lumber, hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, and more at just one store. And at prices we can afford.
See the helpful pros today at Central Commission, North Main Street, Helper.
435-472-5579.
Carbon Dino basketball continues on 95.3 The Peak.
Welcome back. Carbon Dino basketball here on 95.3 The Peak. This is where the Dinos play. The Carbon Dinos and North Sanpete. Once again, the starting five for North Sanpete will be Swap, Bowles, Hendry, Schlappy, and Epps. That will be the starting five for North Sanpete. Starting five tonight for the Carbon Dinos. All seniors tonight. Ridge Butler wearing number 2. Number 3, Maxwell Carlson. Number 4, Evan Lancaster. Number 11, Charles Tima. And number 33, Cannon Mortensen. So we're ready for the start of tonight's game between Carbon and North Sanpete. As we said, North Sanpete comes in 3-15. 2-11 in region play. Dinos 4-18, and they are 1-12 in region play.
Yeah, this is going to be a battle of two teams. The North Sanpete looking for revenge from the last game against the Dinos. The Dinos looking to head into the postseason with some momentum.
So the Dinos are being called out now. The starting five, as we said, they come out tonight in the white uniforms with the blue numbers. The home team jerseys and uniforms for the Carbon Dinos. They'll go right to left on your radio dial tonight. It's loud in here tonight, Aiden. I can barely hear myself.
Yeah, noise-canceling headphones, Sonny, and it is electric in here, Sonny. Like you said, standing room only as fans still trickling in. I haven't seen this place this filled since the Emory game, so it shows how much these seniors mean to the community. Everyone out in spades to show some support.
Great to see. It's a pleasure to be here tonight at Carbon High School. It's a pleasure to be with you, Aiden, the last regular season game. Season went by quick. Let's finish it off with a good game here tonight, huh?
Oh, yeah, I'm all for it, Sonny. But right now, it's time for those guys on the court to shine.
Here we go. Jumping for the Carbon Dinos will be Maxwell Carlson. Jumping for North Sanpete will be Rich Hendry. We said he does everything, and he'll be jumping as well. And we're ready for the start of tonight's game. The region play, last game of the season, last home game of the season, senior night. What's going on here at Carbon High School? Coach Brower giving everybody on the bench 5. It's electric in here tonight at Carbon High School, and here we go. The tip is controlled by North Sanpete. We are underway to Epps. Epps hands the ball off to Swap. Swap goes left side, hands it off, almost over in the back, but saved by North Sanpete. Gives it down to Hendry. Hendry, three-point line, now goes to the tip of the key, puts up a 3 from there, and good.
You can't leave him that wide open, Sonny. He is lethal. If he gets any separation, he starts off with a big three-pointer.
Butler with the ball. Nice pass down underneath. The dunk is missed by Carlson. He had the opportunity and couldn't put it down, and the rebound comes down to the Hawks. 3-0. Swing it over to the baseline right. Three-point shot, good. Bowles for the 3. 2 threes, 2 makes. 6-0 North Sanpete.
Yeah, that's not the ideal start for the Dinos. Near a backcourt violation there as well.
Pass goes down. The team, the ball knocked away in a turnover, and we come the other way. Fast break, North Sanpete. Lay it up and in. And North Sanpete's off to a great start. Swap with the basket, and it's 8-0 timeout Carbon.
Yeah, that's not the ideal start on senior night, Sonny. You leave too many guys wide open on the perimeter. You let Hendry get so much separation that he probably could have filed his taxes before taking the three-point shot. Still been uncovered. They leave an open shooter in the corner, back-to-back threes, and then a turnover and a fast break bucket for North Sanpete. They open the game on an 8-0 run.
8-0 North Sanpete. We're just underway here at Carbon High School. 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play. Pleasure to have you listening tonight. We'll keep you updated with Emory. They're playing their last game of the season as well. Their senior night up at Emory High School. Jordan Buscarini's up there, and we'll have that update on that score as the night goes along on our sister station, KOL 107.3 FM 750 AM, and we'll have scores from throughout the state of Utah tonight. Right here on 95.3 The Peak. We'll keep you updated on everything going on. So stay right here. Dino basketball trailing 8-0. Here we go. Warburton now into the ball game for the Dinos. Ty Mortensen into the ball game as well, along with Bennett. Give it to Warburton, top circle. Warburton takes it over to the left side. Turnover as he tried to get the ball down underneath the Warburton and intercepted, and we come the other way. Hendry all the way to the basket, kick it outside. Schloppy for 3, no good. Rebound comes down to the Dinos, and we're going to have a jump ball. We're going to have a foul.
That foul is going to go. It looks like more than likely it will go against Bowles. If not, Hendry does have a foul problem that we have seen throughout the season impact games later down the stretch. The first one will go against Epps, so neither of those two players.
Dinos with the basketball. Warburton ahead to Lancaster on the right side. He'll get it back to Warburton on the logo. He'll set the offense. Almost at half court. Now comes right side. Picked up there by Hendry. Swings it over to Cannon Mortensen. Mortensen, three-point line, loses it off his foot. Scramble for the ball. This time we're going to have a jump.
That was a good recovery effort by Cannon, diving after the ball. He does that so well. He's always diving for these loose balls, trying to get a hold of them. And that time he was able to force the jump. Carbon luckily retains possession.
Dinos keep the ball. They're throwing it on the baseline, looking for their first point. 6:15 left first quarter, trailing 8-0. Bennett will throw the ball in on the baseline. And it comes to Ty Mortensen, gives it to Cannon. Cannon outside to Warburton. Top circle, sets the offense again. Shot clock says 7, 6, down to 5. Warburton swings it over to Lancaster. 3. Lancaster just inside the three-point line. Good on the right wing. Good basket for Evan. As the shot clock's winding down, and it's 8-2. The bounce pass down underneath, knocked away and controlled by Epps. Epps kicks it outside, swings over to the Swap. Swap hands the ball off to Hendry. Hendry picked up there by Bennett. Lob pass down underneath. Whistle and a foul. It will be on the ground as they lob the ball down into Epps. Kind of a little give and go there. Whistle on the Dinos. First team foul for the Carbon Dinos. First foul on Carter Warburton. And they're going to say he was shooting. So he'll have 2 free throws.
That's an interesting call, Sonny. They had him clearly wrapped up on the ground. Not until after the whistle blown was the shooting motion started, but I'm not an official. I won't claim to be. The ball doesn't lie.
No. First free throw off the glass. And no good. One more free throw to come. North Sanpete, the Hawks lead 8-2. Carbon Dino basketball, 95-3, the Peak, where the Dinos play second. Free throw up and no good, but the offensive rebound comes down to North Sanpete. Epps inside, kicks it outside. Swap for 3. Good. 5 points for Swap. 3 for 4 from the three-point line tonight for North Sanpete. They lead 11-2.
And they're shooting the lights out, Sonny, right now. There's no way around it. You need to guard that perimeter with a little more intensity, or else they're going to just keep hitting those open threes.
Yeah, those three-point shots have been open so far, knocked away out of bounds. Dino's ball on the baseline. But those threes have been too open.
Yeah, no, I don't like the defensive intensity the Dinos are bringing right now. They're leaving too many shooters open. And when you know you're going against a team like North Sanpete who can shoot the ball, you're not doing yourself any favors by leaving them open on the perimeter.
And it comes to Ty. Ty gives it over to Bennett. Bennett to Cannon Mortensen. Ball knocked away in a turnover for the Dinos, number 3. Fast break the other way, 2-on-2. Bounce pass goes to Schloppy, kicks it outside to Bowles. Bowles outside now to Hendry. Whistle. Foul on Carbon. Foul's going to be on Cannon Mortensen. That'll be his first, team foul number 3 for the Dinos. 5:01 left first quarter, 11-2. North Sanpete with the lead and the ball. They'll throw it in front of the Dino bench.
Yeah, you need to stop here, Sonny. You want to reignite the run. They've done a good job lately of responding to those runs in kind, but right now it's been almost all North Sanpete.
Swap with the ball, top circle. Guarded by Warburton. Now he gives it down to Hendry, who drives inside, puts up a shot, no good. Whistle and a foul. And free throws for Ridge Hendry, has 3 in the ball game. Chance to make this double digits or more as it goes to the line to shoot 2.
I don't like how the Dinos are playing defense right now, Sonny. That's my biggest gripe in this game so far. Is they seem lax. They seem like they're not bringing any intensity on the defensive side of things.
First free throw by Hendry is good. He has 4. 12-2 the score. North Sanpete. 4:53 left to play here in the first quarter. Second free throw up, no good. Rebound Dinos. Lancaster up the floor after the rebound by Orth, who checked into the ball game. Hand the ball off to Bennett. Bennett hands the ball off to Warburton. Top circle, sets the offense. 22 on the shot clock, plenty of time. Goes around a screen set by Orth. Drives inside, puts up a tough shot. Gets it to go! A tough arcing shot by Carter Warburton. And it's 12-4 North Sanpete. Back down the floor quickly. Hendry. Whistle and a offensive foul on Hendry. That will be foul number 2 on North Sanpete. Foul number 1 on Hendry. Dino basketball, 12-4.
And that's what I like about the idea of putting Logan Bennett on Ridge Hendry. He does a good job of staying in front of his man, not overcommitting, and also, if he gets made contact with, he's good at selling that foul.
Warburton with the ball goes right side. High up, now goes around the screen, set by Orth. Nice bounce pass in the paint to Ty Mortensen, and he gets the high percentage shot right at the basket, 12-6. Dino's on a little bit of a run. Schloppy thought about the 3, changes his mind, gives it to Bowles. The ball's knocked away in a turnover. Dinos come the other way. With the basketball, it's Bennett. Past the half-court stripe, drives all the way, puts up a runner, blocked out of bounds. We have a whistle. It's a clean block, and it'll be Dino basketball.
You got to give it to him. That was a pretty impressive feat of athleticism. He just not only blocks the shot, he stays up straight up and kind of tips it out of the air, but it goes out of bounds. And Sonny, that's one of our biggest pet peeves is not keeping that ball in bounds for a play.
Lancaster will throw the ball in on the baseline, and it comes to Bennett. Bennett holds at the three-point line, almost tip of the key to Lancaster. Pass down low to Warburton's knocked out of bounds. Dinos retain possession with 23 on the shot clock. 3:47 left to play first quarter. So far, North Sanpete has doubled the Dinos up, 12-6.
Yeah, and they got off to a very hot start, but they cooled off just a little bit as the substitutions have come for Carbon.
Lancaster for 3, White right wing, up and no good. Nice rebound by Bennett. Shot up off, no good off the glass. Orth almost got an and 1. I started to say count it, and it bounced out of the basket, but nevertheless, Orth will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 because of the offensive rebounding for the Dinos, and you get rewarded when you pull down offensive rebounds. It's a key part of the basketball game that gets overlooked sometimes.
Yeah, when you crash the glass, honey, you set yourself up with chances and chances in abounds, as the first free throw from Orth is good. But you set yourself up with a lot of opportunities to either bait the foul by having someone jump over your back, or you can get a putback point, or you can try and get yourself to the charity stripe.
First free throw by Orth is up and good. Second free throw is short off the front of the rim, no good. And the rebound comes down North Sanpete. With the basketball, it's Rich Hendry. He'll bring it up the floor, picked up there by Bennett. At half court, now crosses the half court stripe, continues to dribble. Swings it over the right side to Swap. Swap guarded by Warburton. Lob pass down to Hendry, tips it outside. Nice tip pass to Schloppy. Back over to Hendry for 3, short off the front of the rim, no good. Good defense by the Dinos, rebound Bennett. Ahead to Lancaster, past the half court stripe he comes. 3-point line, swings it to Orth on the right side. Baseline pass down to Warburton, back outside to Orth for 3, no good. Long off the back of the iron, the rebound comes down to Schloppy. Ahead it goes. Shot is up and no good by Epps, but the Dinos come down with it. We go back and forth quickly. So Lancaster, Bennett for 3. No good from the left wing. Rebound comes down to North Sanpete.
Lid's been put on the basket, Sonny.
Down underneath. Nice pass from Hendry. Shot up, blocked out of bounds. And it will be North Sanpete ball on the baseline. And substitutions checking into the ball game for the Carbon Dinos will be Bazzoni and Mortensen. Also checking into the ball game will be Carlson. For the Dinos, Lancaster will take a cheap seat as long with Ty Mortensen and Carter Warburton. In it comes to Schloppy. Hands the ball off to Swap. Swap drives inside, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound, Dinos. And now a jump ball. Nice rebound by Carlson, but reaching in there to get the jump ball is Tyson Taylor, who just checked into the ball game. And we always talk about it. When you see somebody checking into the ball game and they make their presence known immediately, that puts a smile on coaches' faces.
That does. It makes them trust you even more, too.
Shot up. Air ball by Hendry. That's good defense by the Dinos. And it goes over to the Carbon Dinos with 2:24 left to play in the first quarter, 12-7. North Sanpete with the lead and the Dinos with the ball.
It was a good job by Orth getting the box out, letting it roll out of bounds unimpeded.
Bazzoni with it. Goes left side, hands it off to Bennett. Bennett drives inside. Shot blocked. Nice block by North Sanpete, and we come the other way. Fast break at Sorensen. He just checked into the ball game as well. Gives over to Schloppy. Here's a spin move by Hendry. Nice pass in the paint, but he traveled. That was a good spin move, but he traveled. And good defense that time by the Carbon Dinos. And a timeout on the floor with 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. And Cannon Mortensen, he made a great defensive play there. And you know what? We asked Cannon Mortensen the question of what it means to be a senior night here at Carbon High School. This is what he had to say.
It means a lot. It's a lot of fun. I do it because it's fun. All my best friends play the sport, and I just love to do it with them.
I want to thank Cannon for that input. Being a senior night tonight for Carbon Dinos. Making a great defensive play. 12-7 the score. North Sanpete with the lead.
Yeah, we'll be hearing from the rest of the seniors over the course of the night as well. All 5 of them took the time out of the pregame warm-ups to talk with us. We really appreciate it, as well as Coach Brower. We'll get all their thoughts on the emotions going tonight and what it means to be a Dino.
On the floor for Carbon will be Bennett, Bazzoni, Cannon Mortensen, Orth, and Carlson. That's the 5 on the floor for the Carbon Dinos. Bazzoni with the basketball past the half-court stripe, comes right side. Minute 50 and running left to play first quarter, 12-7 North Sanpete. Bennett with the cross-court pass to Cannon Mortensen. Kicks it outside to Orth. Orth drives in, out of bounds, Dino basketball. I really think that Cannon had a clear path to the basket, but he didn't look that way. He just kicked it outside.
Yeah, he dropped Hendry, and I don't think he expected it.
Shot up and good for the Dinos.
Maxwell Carlson getting it done in his favorite spot, the short corner.
12-9, minute 29 left to play here in the first quarter. Bounce pass goes down low. Hendry with his back to the basket, kicks it back outside. Sorensen back down to Hendry, moves into the paint, double team, shot blocked, he gets it back. Shot clock says 15, plenty of time. Pass down underneath, easy basket by Sorensen. Good look in the easy basket for Sorensen. Good movement on the offensive side. It's 14-9 in favor of North Sanpete. Down underneath, it goes to Orth, off the glass and in. Nice pass by Bozzoni to Orth, and Orth answers back with the basket for the Dinos. 14-11 under a minute left first.
Remember when this was 11-0?
Yep.
The Dinos have come storming back. The defense looks much improved after the timeout. I really like what we're seeing right now.
Shot, fake shot, throw it over to Sloppy. Kicks it outside to Hendry. Hendry, tip of the key, picks up his dribble. Over to the left side, it goes to Sorensen. Sorensen now drives in the paint, kicks it outside. Here's a shot by Swap. Good. 3-point shot from the right baseline. He has 8. That's his second 3, and it's 17-11 North Sanpete with 25 seconds left to play. Bozzoni takes it all the way, finds a lane to the basket, uses glass, and lays it up and in. The Dinos answer back once again, 17-13 with 15 seconds left. Shot clock off.
What a veteran move from the sophomore. He sees his lane, takes it with no fear.
Bounce pass goes left side. Driving in, the shot up off the glass. No good. Whistle and a foul and free throws. Rich Hendry will go to the free throw line to try to add to his 4 points.
And you can tell by the look on his face and the body language he's showing on the court. I mean, he is frustrated by the defense of Logan Bennett. And that's something Coach talked about in the pregame show, is he wanted Bennett on Hendry because Bennett is such a tenacious defender. He really frustrates you. I can't imagine trying to play him in one-on-one.
His energy level is through the roof. And the free throw by Hendry is up, and it is good, and he has 5. 2 for 5 for a team at the free throw line tonight for North Sanpete. It's 18-13. 7 seconds left to play in the first quarter. North Sanpete got off to a hot start, and the Dinos have kind of chipped their way back into the game. Second free throw by Hendry is good. He has 6. 50% from the free throw line tonight so far for North Sanpete. They're 3 for 6. 19-13 the score, 6-point lead, 7 seconds left to play, and it comes to Bozzoni. Bozzoni past the half-court stripe right side. Still with the basketball. Picks up his dribble. Bounce pass goes down to Carlson. Underneath, shot up, no good, but after the buzzer wouldn't have counted anyway. And we played a quarter here at Carbon High School. North Sanpete with a good start. They lead 19-13 over the Dinos. It's senior night, last game of the season, regular season for the Carbon Dinos. We'll take a break. When we come back. More Carbon Dino basketball right here on 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a 4-legged word.
Carbon Dino basketball continues on 95.3 The Peak.
Order in the books. Carbon Dino basketball leading the way for North Sanpete is Bryce Swap. He has 8. Hendry has 6. Bowles with 3. Sorensen with 2 for the Carbon Dinos leading the way right now. We have a host of players. But Orth leads the way with 3, and then Carlson, Lancaster, Warburton, Bozzoni, and Mortensen all with 2. And I love the balanced scoring for the Carbon Dinos so far here in the first quarter.
And that's something I think always plays to the Dinos' advantage, is having that balanced scoring effort. They don't have to rely on one person to get things going. They have everyone on the team who can put the ball in the basket.
Bozzoni, Warburton, Mortensen, Carlson, and Lancaster in the game for the Carbon Dinos. With the ball, it's Warburton right side, swing it over to Bozzoni. Bozzoni down on the left side, it goes to Lancaster. Outside to Cannon Mortensen, drives inside, kicks it back out to Warburton. Good defense by North Sanpete, 18 on the shot clock. Lancaster on the baseline right side, cross-court pass goes to Cannon Mortensen. Finds a lane, lay it up and in. Nice ball movement by the Dinos. Cannon, that time he seed in the lane, and he went right to the basket and gets the easy layup, 19-15.
And he had a nice rip-through move there, Sonny, too. He looked like a defensive lineman trying to find the quarterback.
Hendry hands the ball off to Schloppy, gives it back to Hendry. Hendry drives inside, picks up his dribble, guarded by Lancaster. Now kicks it outside to Sorensen. Sorensen between the circles, guarded by Warburton to the left side, 10 on the shot clock. Hendry drives inside, lays it up, no good, goes to the ground. And a foul over the back on the rebound by Taylor.
Now, what North
For North
Sanpete
Sanpete, I'm sorry.
Now, what North Sanpete is doing offensively, I kind of like. They're setting up a guy in the paint, and he's trying to draw that defender off. He tries to seal Carlson off by backing him out as if he were posting up. But the game plan is to open up a lane for Hendry to drive. They're using that to perfection. They set a screen up top. They have the seal down low, and that's how they're trying to get Hendry heated up and going in this ball game.
With the basketball, it's Lancaster. Pass the half-court stripe. He comes right side. Goes around the screen set by Ty Mortensen. Now hands it off to Warburton. Warburton dribbles back to the logo and sets the offense all over again. Over to the left side, it goes to Lancaster. Lancaster back to Mortensen. Three-point line left side. Now drives to the tip of the key out to Warburton. Fakes the three. Bounce pass to Orth. Orth back outside to Warburton. Drives in. Kicks it out to Ty. Shot clock says 7. Down to 5. Warburton with the basketball. Three-point line. Puts up a tough shot. Doesn't go. Almost went, however. And the rebound comes down to Hendry. And then a foul in the backcourt by Ty Mortensen. And that will be team foul number 1 for the Dinos. Mortensen, that will be his second foul of the ball game. 6:26 second quarter. 19-15 Hawks with a lead over the Dinos.
And, when you're in a late shot clock situation like that, you can't gain any separation. That's probably the best shot you're going to get is a hook shot. Less likely to be blocked. More likely to hit the rim and go for the offensive rebound. Almost drops, though, just inches away.
Sorensen hands the ball off to the right side, goes to Schloppy. Bounce pass underneath. Nice cutter to the basket, Jaden Bowles, and he gets the easy 2. He has 5, 21-15. Hawks with the lead, Dinos with the ball. Lancaster swings it over to Warburton on the baseline right. Back to Lancaster on the wing right. Back to Warburton. Once again on the baseline right. Back to Lancaster. Gives it outside to Mortensen. Back to Lancaster. Tip of the key. Back to Mortensen on the right side. Hands it off to Warburton. Warburton thought about the 3. Then gives it to Lancaster. Nice pass down underneath to Mortensen. Can't get it to go. Ty had a good look. Couldn't drop. And the rebound comes down to North Sanpete. Bowles for 3. Air ball. Right to Orth.
And the student section lets him hear it. This isn't a place where you want to airball a shot.
Driving to the baskets. Warburton found the gap, and he scores. He has 4 in the ball game, and the Dinos have cut it to 4. It's 21-17. Hendry with the basketball. Knocked away by Lancaster. Hendry gets it back. Swings it over to the right side to Sorensen, and the Dino defense is causing some problems for the Hawks right now.
They're wreaking some havoc, Sonny. The only thing that's setting them up is the screen.
Pass down underneath is intercepted. Only turnover number 3 for North Sanpete. Dinos with the ball.
And they've done a good job of taking care of the ball. Their problem in the second quarter is shots haven't been falling.
Warburton drives inside. Shovel pass goes to Mortensen. To Lancaster for 3. No. Couldn't get it to go. Nice offensive rebound by Ty. He goes up, whistle, and a foul. And Mortensen will shoot 2. The foul's on Hendry. And Hendry, that will be his second in the ball game with 4:49 left to play in the second quarter. Team foul number 2 for the North Sanpete Hawks. Into the free throw line to shoot 2, Ty Mortensen.
And that whole sequence was jaw-dropping, Sonny. The ball movement, the wraparound passes, making the extra move, almost getting the shot to fall, but they just couldn't in the end. But Ty Mortensen grabs the rebound, gets fouled on the way up, and he gets a trip to the line. Love to see it.
Shot is up and good. 21-18. One more free throw to come for Mortensen. 4:49 left to play. Second free throw up and good. 4 points for Ty Mortensen. 21-19, the Dinos have cut the lead to 2. With the basketball, it is Swap. Swap picked up there by Warburton. The top circle. Bounce pass goes to the left side, goes to Schloppy. Down in the corner to Bowles. Whistle and a foul.
And Hendry again falling into that frustration. Logan Bennett runs around with his arms up. He's not reaching in at all. He's doing everything he can, though, to frustrate Hendry. This is a shoulder workout for Bennett, as he looks like he's always in go mode on the defensive side of things. Looks like he's an old player for Duke, slapping the ground before each defensive set.
In it comes. Swap hands it off. Over to a Schloppy. Kick it outside. With the basketball right now, it's Swap. Finds a little gap in the paint. Shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to North Sanpete. They get another chance. 3-point shot up, no good. Rebound out of bounds. Dino basketball. Schloppy couldn't get it. He had a good look at the three, couldn't get it to drop, and checking into the ballgame, Evan Lancaster.
And Hendry needs to be careful. He's flying in for offensive rebounds, which you love to see, but he needs to be aware of the situation he's in. As the team's leading scorer, he can't find himself in foul trouble this early. If he can pick up a third foul in the second quarter, that's danger time for him.
So with the basketball, it's Warburton, right side. Goes around the screen, hands it off to Ty Mortensen, whistle, and a travel for the Dinos. That's only turnover number 5 for the Dinos here tonight. 5-3 in the turnover situation. Both teams taking pretty good care of the ball.
They are. I like what I'm seeing from passing. The difference maker and why we're in such a low-scoring game is shots just aren't falling. They're taking good shots, too. Rarely seeing anything forced, just the bucket isn't open today.
Bowles has the ball knocked away. Turnover. Dinos with it. Just when we said they're taking good care of the basketball, both teams with the turnover. Whistle and a foul. Foul number 3 on North Sanpete. 3:44 left to play in the first half. 21-19. Hawks with the lead, and the Dinos will throw the ball in on the baseline. Lancaster will check in for the Dinos.
And honestly, that's a smart foul to take there. You have Carter Warburton heading down court with a head full of steam. You're not beating him in a foot race. It's best to foul him, let him set up from this bench side, try and get some interference there, and force a turnover off the inbound.
So Mortensen will throw the ball in for the Carbon Dinos with 3:44 left to play in the first quarter, and it comes to Lancaster. Lancaster with the ball, dribbles three-point line, goes right side, gives it off to Bennett. Bennett picked up there by Swap. Pass knocked away and a turnover for the Dinos, and we come the other way for North Sanpete. Fast break down the floor. Hendry drives in the paint. Shot partially blocked. He wanted a foul there. They didn't get the call, and we come the other way. It's Lancaster. Three-point line left wing. Still dribbling. Keeps his dribble alive. Goes around the screen set by Orth. Whistle and a foul away from the ball.
And that's going to be against Hendry. That's his third. The effort Bennett has applied on the defensive side of things has obviously had his impact, and they're going to have to pull him. He's got 3 fouls in the game now. Board says 2, but they're going to have to make a substitution. I believe that should be his third.
I believe it is. 3:10 left to play first half. 21-19. Bennett gives it to Lancaster. Lancaster to Mortensen. Back to Lancaster on the left wing. Back to Mortensen. He'll take the 3 from there. No good. Rebound Bennett underneath. Loses it, gets it back, and then throws it out of bounds. Nice hustle by Bennett. Could not control the rebound, and it will go to North Sanpete with 2:57 left to play in the first half. And the Hawks lead by 2.
And it's hard to save a ball going out of bounds when you're facing a direction where none of your teammates are. So, yeah, it was a good hustle effort, but ultimately just couldn't find anyone to throw that ball to as he goes flail into the ground.
Orth out, Bizzoni in. 2:55 in running left to play here in the first half. 21-19 the score. Swing it over to the left side. It goes to Sorensen. To Clayton. Down underneath, ball knocked away, controlled by the Dinos. Cannon ahead to Lancaster. Lancaster down the right side. Stops there. Kicks it outside to Mortensen to Warburton. Warburton holds. Back over to Lancaster. Swings it to Ty. Down underneath the Warburton. Cannon's wide open. 3-point shot. Baseline left. No good. Rebound. Ty. Nice hustle. Gets it to Lancaster. Off the glass. No good. Tipped up. No good. Ty shot up. No good. Scramble forward. Bizzoni with the rebound. Good hustle by the Dinos. Lancaster inside the 3-point line. No good again. Ty with the rebound up. No good and a foul.
That was the best offensive rebounding sequence we have seen from the Dinos. Now, do you necessarily want 5 offensive rebounds in a possession? Not really. You want one of those shots to fall, but the endless hustle of Ty Mortensen and the Dinos on the court rewarded again with a trip to the charity stripe.
Rebounding all over the place for the Dinos into the free throw line. Ty Mortensen will shoot 2. With 2:10 left to play in the first half, 21-19.
And that kind of shows the impact that Hendry has in the rebounding game as well.
Mortensen's free throw is up and good. The Dinos are 4 for 5 from the free throw line tonight. One more free throw to come. It's 21-20. Dinos have a chance to tie this game up. They've worked their way back into this game slowly. With 2:10 left to play in the first half, the opportunity to tie, but the shot's in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to North Sanpete with 2:06 left to play. Here in the first half, and with the basketball, it's Swap. Swap hands the ball off to Epps. Epps to Sorensen. To Bowles. Pulls the swap. Ball on the ground. He gets it back. 3-point line. Shot clock says 15. Plenty of time. Back to swap and a whistle and a foul on Lancaster with 11 on the shot clock. Minute 45 left to play. That's team foul number 4 for the Dinos.
They were quick on that one, Sonny. That was only team foul number 3.
Yeah, they were.
But that's one of those fouls you're okay with giving up here with only a minute 45 left. But, you know, you want to see a little more aggression off the inbound there.
Lancaster thought he had a steal there. The ball went in the backcourt. They said it was tipped. We have a whistle on the ground away from the ball.
They're going to call that one against Bryce Swap. Little extracurricular activity. This game's getting chippy, Sonny. Both of these teams want to win, and the refs doing a good job there keeping it in control before things escalate. We saw that a little in the junior varsity game, but now refs kind of aware that this is a powder keg.
It's team foul number 5, but it's an offensive foul that's not a shooting foul, so the Dinos will throw the ball in. On the baseline, they have to go down the court here with a minute 33 left to play. Going right to left on your radio dial, it's 21-20. North Sanpete with the lead, and the Dinos with the ball with Bozzoni. He'll bring it up across the half-court stripe, picked up there. Picked up by Swap. Drives inside. Pass goes down low to Ty Mortensen. Swings it over. Cannon for 3. Won't go. Rebound comes down to Swap. Ahead it goes to Bowles. Ahead of the pack. Lay it up off the glass. Can't get it to go. Lancaster with the rebound. Good hustle by Cannon to get down here to make it a difficult layup instead of an easy one. We have a timeout by the official. We're going to see what the timeout is. I'm not quite sure.
They're going to call a foul, and it looks like it is going to go against Jaden Bowles after the rebound. He did chase behind him, kind of wrap up Lancaster as he's running down the court. Again, though, they should be shooting.
On that foul, I would think.
Yeah, because it was an over the back. That wasn't necessarily an offensive foul.
They say no, and the Dinos have the basketball with it. It's Warburton, comes to the right side. Minute 6 left to play and running left to play first half, 21-20 Hawks. Dinos with the ball, gives it over to Lancaster to Cannon Mortensen. Cannon drives inside, stops at the baseline. Gives it to Ty. Ty back to the basket, kicks it outside to Orth for 3. Shot up, no good. Rebound, battled by the Dinos, and Ty comes up with it. Gives it to Orth, finds a little gap, lay it up, no good. Dinos just can't get it to go. They've had some good looks. Rebound comes down the Swap, brings it down the floor. Good defense by Warburton. Finds a little gap, whistle, and a trip.
Yeah, you can definitely see where the trip came in there. Incidental as it was, still a foul, but only team foul number 4 for the Dinos. So North Sanpete will be forced to inbound.
Foul on Warburton, his second. He'll come out of the ball game. Checking in will be Bozzoni.
And that's one aspect of Coach Brower that I really like, is if he gets a player with 2 fouls, he's quick to take them out, let them gather their head, and they don't pick up fouls very often, so it keeps a lot of these players engaged in the game.
Hendry checks back into the ball game for the Hawks. They'll throw it in on the baseline. Throwing it in will be Swap.
Hendry checks in, and Bennett comes in as well to shadow him.
Schloppy will throw the ball in on the baseline. 34 seconds left to play. The shot clock off. Ball knocked out of bounds. North Sanpete will retain possession, and Hendry will throw it in right in front of the Carbon Dino students section.
That's a place I don't want to be if I'm an opposing player.
And it comes in the backcourt. Schloppy with the ball, hands it off, gives it to Hendry. Hendry makes a move to the basket, goes strong, and a charge call. That's a good call. That's a really good call because Ty was set and he was there, and Hendry just went right over the top of him.
Not only was he set for a good 5 seconds. You saw him get around Bennett, planted his feet, and just kind of prayed that he'd go barreling through him like a semi-truck, and that's how it goes in the end. Logan Bennett, I like the strategy here, mirroring his minutes with Hendry. You see that a lot in the professional level. It's fun to see it here in the high school level.
18 seconds left to play. First half, Dinos down 1. Down low, it goes to Orth. The ball knocked away, scramble for it. North Sanpete comes up with it. We have a whistle. We have a foul, or is it a jump ball? It looks like they're going to call a foul. We'll see who it's on.
And I don't like that foul call.
They
were both going for the ball. There was a jump ball there, but, again, I'm not an official. I don't know what they're seeing down there. I don't know what necessarily the criteria they're looking for is. But just from my perspective up here, that's what it looked like.
Nevertheless, free throws for the Hawks. Into the free throw line goes McKay Schwappe. Eyes the bucket for free throw number 1. Puts it up and good. His first points of the ball game. Free throw number 2. Shot up and good as well. 5 for 8 from the line as a team. 10 seconds left to play. 23-20 all the way to the basket. Bozzoni lays it up and in. He has his mindset. He's going to go all the way, and now down the floor at the buzzer. Foul called. And to the free throw line is going to go Swap. Right at the buzzer, the foul called. And with no time left on the clock, to the free throw line to shoot will be Bryce Swap.
And the boos are raining down, Sonny. The Dino Loyal don't like that one, but I will have to agree on that call. That was a lot of contact on the shot. Ref's still discussing it.
So if they put time back on the clock, they'll have to go to the free throw line. If it's 0, he'll shoot with nobody there. So we'll see what they decide. 0.5.
Now, Sonny, you'd think it'd be easier to shoot all by yourself out there, but I feel like that's probably the most intimidating thing you can do. You let that kind of sink in. The fans booing against you if you're on the road like North Sanpete is.
0.5, the Dinos will go to the free throw line now. They'll have to go up and set up with 0.5 left to play. 2 free throws for Bryce Swap. He has 8 points in the ballgame, looking for points 9 and 10.
And Swap's been a big difference maker tonight. He had the three-point barrage to open this contest. Been held quiet in the second so far. Only had 8 in the first. Now in the second, he's been held scoreless, so a chance now to break that drought for himself.
23-22. Eyes the bucket for free throw number 1. Puts it up. It's no good.
And the fans lose their minds, Sonny. They are happy to see him miss there, as any good home fan would.
5 for 9 from the free throw line as a team. Second free throw up and good. In it comes, and that's how the half will end. We have a half in the books here at Carbon High School. 24-22, North Sanpete leads. Good first half of basketball, Aiden.
That was really good. I mean, the start of the game, very undesirable. You can't spot the opposing team 11 points to open the contest, but they've done an excellent job battling back, holding players in check. And what I'm most impressed with is how they've been able to contain Hendry. Now, they do fall into that classic trap we see from them of Bryce Swap being the player to go off for North Sanpete. But, overall, I really like their play for minutes. About midway through the first quarter now, they've looked like a completely different team. I've liked what I've seen on the court.
Dinos outscore North Sanpete 9-5 in the second quarter. It's halftime with the score 24-22 in favor of the Hawks. When we come back, the Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime show right here on 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play.
Clean Cut Roofing and Siding.
Do you sell lightsaber chopsticks?
No.
Bagpipes?
Definitely not.
Screaming goats?
What?
What the?
You can have a healthy, beautiful smile at any age. Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Cowley, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. Treatment is a viable option for almost any adult. And like kids, adults can experience the self-assurance that comes with a confident smile, along with the benefits of improved oral health. Come in for a free consultation and see how Castle Valley Orthodontics can get you on your way to a beautiful smile. Affordable payment plans are available. Call 637-2222 for a free consultation today.
Imagine a smooth, hassle-free journey to the front door of your new home with the Driggs Mortgage Team guiding you every step of the way. Hi, this is Greg Driggs. Our seasoned experts understand the ins and outs of home financing and refinancing. Come visit us at our new permanent address, 8 East Main in Price, where we plan to be a staple for years to come. Start your journey today. Call 801-427-3577. The Driggs Mortgage Team, NMLS number 272076, Equal Housing Opportunity. Driggs Mortgage Team is a DBA of Premier Mortgage Resources, LLC, NMLS 1169.
My son and daughter both play sports, a lot of sports, and with that can come injuries, bruises, sprains, and unfortunately breaks. That's why we use Eastern Utah Imaging. They're a convenient and local option for imaging and an important part of a student-athlete's team.
Eastern Utah Imaging for high-quality, affordable MRI and X-ray services. Many quick scans take 30 minutes or less. You can call for an appointment or ask your doctor to refer you to Eastern Utah Imaging. North Fairgrounds Road in Price. Call 636 X-ray. That's 636-9729.
Imagine the sound of a basketball swishing through the net at the game buzzer. That's the sound of you scoring big with Eastern Utah Community Credit Union's Slam Dunk Savings Accounts. Just like a winning team will strategize their plays, we will help you plan your financial future with competitive interest rates and unbeatable customer support. Whether you're saving for college, a new home, or retirement, make a fast break to Eastern Utah Community Credit Union and let your savings game reach MVP status. Join our team today and start winning with your money.
Membership and eligibility required. NCUA insured. Loans approved on credit.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farleno's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farleno's Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farleno's, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
How well do algorithms answer your questions?
Your specific query will be addressed with a pre-written, standardized reply.
When you need help with life's important decisions like life insurance, home and auto coverage, and even retirement planning, rely on relationships, not robots. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
In the Castle Country, call your local Farm Bureau agent, Jill Jensen, at 637-8400 for a free quote today.
Soups are in at Swift's Stop and Shop, your gas and convenience store with more. Serving up delicious cook-to-order food like Swift's Soup of the Day and Soup and Sandwich combos, less than $5. Check their Facebook page and see what they're serving.
Oh, by the way, Swift is a Shell station. So if you have a Smith's fuel card, you can redeem your fuel rewards points at Swift. So pump up the savings and
start slurping some soups. From Swift Stop and Shop, North Main Street in Helper.
Open late.
You're listening to Carbon Dino Basketball on the Peak KRPX 95.3 FM.
Welcome back. Halftime here at Carbon High School. The Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime show. 24-22 the score. North Sanpete with the lead over the Carbon Dinos as we take a look at some stats in the first half. First, we'll take a look at North Sanpete. Leading the way for North Sanpete tonight is Bryce Swap. He has 9 points.
And Bryce Swap, he had 8 in the first quarter, held to a single point coming on that last second foul shot in the second quarter. Overall, the Dinos have done a good job on him. They gave up the initial 3-point barrage to him, but after that, they've been very solid in defending him.
Then comes Ridge Hendry, he had 6 points in the ball game. He's averaging 17, a little bit below what he usually does. The Dinos have done well taking him kind of out of the game a little bit.
They have, and it's the job they're doing by sending Logan Bennett his way to shadow him as he takes the ball around the floor. It really throws him off his game, and it's led to a lot of fouls of frustration from Hendry as he goes into the halftime break with 3.
Jaden Bowles comes off the bench with a good 5 points, good minutes for Jaden tonight. Royal Sorensen with 2, and McKay Schloppy with 2 for North Sanpete, for a total of 24 points. They only scored 5 points in that second quarter. It's a good defensive quarter for the Carbon Dinos. They shoot 10 free throws. They made 6, did North Sanpete, and they turned the ball over 10 times in the first half.
And that's exactly what I wanted to mention, Sonny, the incredible defensive effort of the Dinos in the second half of action. Holding any opposing team to 5 points is always incredible. And when the other team has some potent scorers like Bryce Swap and Ridge Hendry, that's a major accomplishment. So the Dinos brought the intensity. That was our biggest complaint early in the game, was the lack of defensive intensity. And they came out about midway through the first quarter with some adjustments, and it's been stellar ever since.
Absolutely. For the Carbon Dinos tonight, leading the way here in the first half, Ty Mortensen. The junior has 5 points.
And Ty, he has been an offensive rebounding machine. We've seen sequences where the Dinos just can't get a shot to fall, but there's Ty pulling down the board, keeping the possession alive and getting rewarded with trips to the free throw line as well as some easy putback points.
Jackson Bozzoni and Carter Warburton both coming off the bench, each with 4.
And I like the work they're putting in off the bench. The 2 guards really trying their best to keep the Dinos in this contest.
Kyler Orth with 3 for the Dinos. Then comes Evan Lancaster with 2. Maxwell Carlson with 2. Cannon Mortensen with 2 for the Dinos. But the Dinos have had 7 players put the ball in the basket tonight. Only 5 for North Sanpete. So the balance goes to the Carbon Dinos.
Yeah, I really like what we've seen from the Dinos for a bulk of this game. It's been very fun to see them, after that initial bad start to the game, come back and really reinvent themselves on the fly, keeping things alive. What you want to see in the second half, though, is a few of those shots to start falling a little more. That just hasn't been the case for any team tonight.
4 for 6 from the free throw line for the Dinos. They've turned the ball over a total of 7 times. Offensive rebounding, the Dinos have 8. 5 of them were on one possession, but they have 8. Only 3 offensive rebounds tonight for North Sanpete. That's a stat that you can circle. Not very many second chance points for the Hawks in the first half.
And that's something they normally thrive off of, Sonny, is those second chance opportunities. So by the Dinos neutralizing that, not allowing them to crash the boards as effectively, that has played in their advantage so much. And going into the second half, Sonny, I don't know how I feel about North Sanpete's chances on the offensive glass if things stay the same defensively for the Dinos, because Rich Hendry, normally he flies in there to try and get those offensive boards, which is something you love to see from a player. But as he sits with 3 fouls and the spark that gets this team going, it could be risky to have him fly in like that.
So North Sanpete led after one quarter, 19-13. The Dinos outscored North Sanpete 9-5 in the second quarter. That's where we sit, 24-22 at the half. You've been listening to the Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime show. When we come back, second half action here on 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play. We'll go to a quick commercial and then we'll get some scores before the second half starts.
You can have a healthy, beautiful smile at any age. Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Cowley, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. Treatment is a viable option for almost any adult. And like kids, adults can experience the self-assurance that comes with a confident smile, along with the benefits of improved oral health. Come in for a free consultation and see how Castle Valley Orthodontics can get you on your way to a beautiful smile. Affordable payment plans are available. Call 637-2222 for a free consultation today.
Welcome back, Carbon Dino basketball. You have some scores for us, Aiden, here to go into the second half.
That I did. Down in Manti, the Templars up 32-31 over the Delta Rabbits. Delta coming off an upset win over the Ridgefield Wildcats on Wednesday, so that one is going to be fun. A fun update over in Kanab. They've had 3 short power outages, and the game and the broadcast there have been delayed, so luckily the power grid keeping us alive here today. San Juan up 28-24 over the Grand Red Devils at the half over on our sister station, KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Emory and Juab tied at 34, and the game everyone in the region is watching. Canyon View up 16-11 over the Ridgefield Wildcats at the halftime break.
So it will be North Sanpete basketball. They go right to left, Dinos left to right on your dial, and we're underway. Second half action. Swap with the ball, gives it over to the left side, goes to Clayton. Shot down underneath, up and no good. Rebound, Warburton. Here come the Dinos the other way. Just underway, second half action. Dinos trail by 2. Warburton with the ball, top circle. Swings it over to the right side. It goes to Cannon Mortensen on the baseline to Ty. Ty from 10, good. Nice movement by the Dinos. Good way to start the second half. We're tied at 24.
And Ty put that up with a lot of confidence. You could tell from the moment it left his hands that shot was going to be pure.
Hendry with it. Hendry hands it off with the basketball to Schloppy. He'll set the offense. Gives it left side to Swap. Down underneath it goes to Hendry on the baseline. Hendry with the 3 fouls. Turnover the other way. Here comes Warburton. Lay it up and in. They get the steal and they get the layup. The Dinos off to a good start. They have a 26-24 lead here in the second half. Good 4-0 run for the Dinos.
They just need to keep up the intensity. They can't let anything build for the Hawks.
Swap swings it over to the left side. Back to Swap it goes from Schloppy. Bounce pass on the baseline. Back outside to Swap from 10. Good. Nice patience that time by North Sanpete as they come back the other way with the shot. 11 points in the ball game for Bryce, and it is 26-26 Dino ball. Mortensen with the ball back to the basket, kicks it outside to Cannon. Back to Ty. Ty in the paint. Shot up, won't go. Tipped around, saved by the Dinos, and then out of bounds.
I like the endless hustle of Logan Bennett. No matter how desperate the situation looks, he's trying his best to keep that ball alive. And that's what you love to see from any player as that ball goes soaring to the bench. So I guess in a sense it did go to his teammates.
So with the basketball, North Sanpete with it, it's Swap. Past the half-court line, he comes, goes to the right side, hands the ball off to Schloppy. Cross-court pass goes to Bowles, down underneath to Hendry. Back outside, swing it around to Swap. Swap back to Hendry, to Bowles. Bowles down on the baseline to Epps. Back to Bowles for three. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Dinos. With it, it's Bennett. Bennett ahead to Lancaster. Past the half-court stripe, left side, goes to Warburton. Strong to the basket, laid up and in. Carter's got 2 quick baskets. He has 8 in the game. It's 28-26 Dinos.
And when he sees the basket, he's going to take that shot, and he rarely misses on the go.
Swap, swing it over the right side, down on the baseline. It goes to Epps. Epps to Hendry. Hendry about 15 feet from the basket, now drives in the paint. Shot up, no good, whistle, foul.
He got tangled up there with Bennett. Bennett just not able to maintain his normal composure there on the Hendry drive as Hendry gets a chance at the charity stripe. Now, we've seen this before. Those really good scoring players, they can find their stroke at the line, and that can build up a lot of confidence. You got to hope for the Dinos that isn't the case here, because if Hendry gets going, this could change the flow of the ball game.
They actually called that foul on Ty Mortensen instead of Bennett, which would be a good thing, because that's Mortensen's second. It would have been Bennett's third.
I think I should stop calling which player gets fouled before they put it up on the board. I've been wrong about 20 times. Call me Nostradamus.
One more free throw to come for Hendry. Shot is up and no good, and the rebound comes down to North Sanpete. It goes out of bounds.
And a rare 0-2 trip from the line for Hendry. Like we said, that was the best case scenario for the Dinos to keep the confidence low.
Ty Mortensen has 9 in the ball game. 37-35, Dinos up 2, 2:55 left to play. Good over to the left side, it goes to Schloppy. Schloppy down underneath. Ball knocked away. Kick it outside, it goes to Gillens. Back outside, the ball knocked away. Picked up by Warburton on the turnover. Fast break, reverse layup. Can't get it to go when the rebound comes down to North Sanpete. 2:33 left to play. 37-35, up and good. 37-37, North Sanpete answers. Steal on the inbounds pass and a whistle and a foul. So free throws, no. It will be, coming into the ball game will be Bozzoni. Checking out will be, looks like Carter Warburton will be checking out. We're back here. Sorry about that little bit of delay. We actually had somebody pull our power. It's kind of hard to do it without power, isn't it?
It is. I got all those naughty words off the air, so we're good there. So no worries anywhere.
2:19 left to play. The ball on the baseline. Carbon Dino basketball, 95-3 the peak. We're tied at 37 with 2:25 left to play. 3 fouls on the Carbon Dinos. That foul was on Warburton. That'll be his third, and he'll come out of the ball game.
Now, Sonny, let me tell you, in the 3 minutes that it took me to get this thing back up on air, both teams have explored it scoring-wise. 37-37, like you said, this has been a much different quarter than what we saw initially.
In it comes. Goes to Gillens. Gillens in the ball game. First time we've seen him tonight. The rebound comes down to the Dinos after the miss by Hendry. The clock ran for a little bit there. 2:16 left to play in the third quarter. And what do we got? We got a foul on North Sanpete. That'll be the first foul of the quarter for North Sanpete, so they can play really aggressive.
And that's going to be foul number 4 against Hendry. He's one away from being disqualified from this game. And, Sonny, that makes all the difference offensively for North Sanpete.
Timeout on the floor with 2:16 left to play in the third quarter. We're tied at 37. Right here on 95.3 The Peak, this is where the Dinos play.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farleno's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farleno's Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farleno's, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
How well do algorithms answer your questions?
Your specific query will be addressed with a pre-written, standardized reply.
When you need help with life's important decisions like life insurance, home and auto coverage, and even retirement planning, rely on relationships, not robots. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
In the Castle Country, call your local Farm Bureau agent, Jill Jensen, at 637-8400 for a free quote today.
The Dinos play here on 95.3 FM, The Peak.
37-37. Dinos in North Sanpete. We got a good one going on here at Carbon High School with 2:16 left to play. And it goes to Bozzoni. Bozzoni past the half-court stripe, still with the basketball. Dribbles the tip of the key, now gives it to Lancaster to Ty Mortensen. Ty down underneath, it goes to Orth. Orth to Bozzoni, back to Orth. Shot up, no good. Rebound, scramble for North Sanpete gets the rebound. With the ball, it's Schloppy. He'll come across the half-court stripe right side, picks up his dribble, gives it to Swap. Swap drives inside, shot up, no good. Rebound, Dinos. Lancaster and then out of bounds. Had possession of her for just a second, and then couldn't control it out of bounds. Tied at 37 with a minute 49 left to play.
Yeah, just couldn't get the full grasp of the ball. Gets knocked away out of bounds by his long arms. And so North Sanpete will retain possession with a fresh shot clock.
And it comes to Bowles. Bowles kicks it outside to Swap. Swap back to Bowles. Cross-court pass goes to Schloppy. To Bowles. To Gillens. Over the left side, back to Gillens. 20 on the shot clock. Bowles for 3. Right wing, no good. Rebound, Carbon. With the rebound is Bennett and then a foul.
And he got to drop the shoulder there on that one. Was Jaden Bowles dropping it in as he goes for the rebound. Like we said before, Sonny, the tempers are starting to flare in this game. This is a powder keg waiting to go off. And I think the refs have been doing a good job on maintaining it and keeping that from exploding. Every time he gets closer to that detonation point, they blow out the wick.
I agree completely. A minute 23 left to play, 37-37 the score. Dinos with the ball with it. It is Bennett. Bennett with the ball now gives it underneath to Orth. Shot up no good. Rebound comes down to North Sanpete. We come the other way. With the basketball, it's Schloppy. Takes it all the way down. Pass down underneath. Shot up and good by Bailey, who checked into the ball game. And they're starting to get some points off the bench now. North Sanpete, 39-37.
And that's what they needed. They needed points off the bench.
Lancaster for 3. Answers from the left baseline. Lancaster with the 3. He has 8 in the ball game, 40-39. Back down the floor the other way comes North Sanpete with a basketball swap. Swings over the right side now with it. It is Gillens. Gillens cross-court pass back over to Bowles. Perimeter passing, 3-point shot. Up, no good, long off the back of the iron. The rebound Dinos, it's Ty Mortensen. Shot missed by Schloppy, and we come back down the other way. Lancaster drives inside, puts it up off the glass, count it. Lancaster, 5 quick points for Evan. He has 10 in the ball game. Dinos up 3. Breaking the action here with 17 seconds left to play in the third quarter. It's Carbon 42, North Sanpete 39 when we come back.
Oh, and Evans just been taken over, so I want to play that clip from him earlier in the game. Here's him speaking on what it means to be a Dino.
Absolutely.
It's just meant a lot. It's like a lot of life lessons. It's not really about playing basketball, but just being with teammates and learning teamwork and hard work and stuff like that.
That was his remarks on being asked what it's like to be senior here on senior night at Carbon High School. Want to thank Evan for that little clip, and he's got a quick 5 points for the Carbon Dinos, and the Dinos lead by 3, 42-39. And that was a nice little run by the Carbon Dinos there.
Yeah, Lancaster-led run. That really helped pull him back into this game. It looked like North Sanpete was starting to get some bench scoring, but then Evan really helped elevate the Dinos to a 42-39 advantage.
Well, Hendry is out, and this is the time the Dinos have to take advantage of him being on the bench, and they actually have.
Yeah, no, you need to capitalize on that. It was my thought when he picked up foul number 4. Was they need to seize the opportunity here. You're not only taking out one of their better scorers, you're taking out one of their better defenders, better rebounders with 4 fouls. And, as soon as he comes back in, the Dinos still have a bit of an advantage. He can't be as aggressive in his maneuvering as he was when he had 0 fouls or even 2. He has to be very careful now, or else he will be disqualified from this game. And as a high-scoring player, you can't have that in a close affair.
Bowles with the basketball, past the half-court stripe he comes, gives it to Sorensen, who's in the ball game. Back to Schloppy. Back to Sorensen on the right side. 2 seconds left to play. 1 second left to play. Are they going to get a shot off? They're not. Good defense by the Dinos. And the Dinos end the third quarter in good style. And we've played 3 here tonight. The Carbon Dinos 42, North Sanpete 39. When we return, Carbon Dino basketball on 95.3 The Peak.
J&D Automotive in Castledale and River Auto in Green River has been your trusted neighbors for 40 years, offering expert automotive parts and service right in the heart of Emery County. Thanks to a great partnership with Napa, you get dependable parts and a team that knows your car inside out. Whether you're in for a routine checkup or need of a major repair, J&D Automotive is close to home and ready to help. Visit J&D Automotive today and experience the difference of local care with big brand quality.
The Dinos play here on 95.3 FM, The Peak.
3 quarters in the book tonight. 42-39 the score. The Dinos lead by 3.
Close game, Sonny. This is a close contest.
Yeah. This has been awesome, hasn't it? Great game.
Great atmosphere. The fans going extremely hard in the stands. The band sounding immaculate as ever. I love playing here in Jurassic Park, Sonny. It's one of my favorite places to be.
Packed house here tonight. Dinos up 3, 42-39. They outscored North Sanpete in that third quarter, 20-15. So that's a great third quarter for the Carbon Dinos. They will get the ball first to start the fourth quarter. They go left to right on your dial. We're ready to go.
And you still need to seize the momentum here, Sonny. Hendry is still out. We're probably not going to see him till about 4 minutes left, second half of the fourth quarter, because he has those 4 fouls. He's in a dangerous place right now.
And it comes to Warburton on the left side, goes around the screen. Ball knocked away in a turnover to start the fourth quarter, the drive to the basket, lay it up and in. Schloppy with the basket and the foul. He has 6 points in the ballgame and a chance for a 3-point play, making it 42-41.
Yeah.
Chance to tie it up here.
And that's the worst thing that could have happened to start this quarter, Sonny. You're giving them a chance to gain momentum early and a chance to knot it up before you even get a chance to take a shot.
7:49 left to play in the ballgame. We'll have some scores from around the state here in a few minutes for you. Checking into the ball game is Maxwell Carlson, and let's hear a little bit from Maxwell Carlson, what he had to say about being a senior.
It's meant a lot because my dad and my grandpa played here, and they both started, so it means a lot.
Back here to the action, 42-42 on the free throw. That was good by Schloppy. He has 7 points in the ballgame. Dinos with the basketball. It's Warburton. Warburton drives inside, kicks it out. Goes to Carlson to Lancaster. Lancaster from 15. This time it's an air ball out of bounds, and it will go to North Sanpete.
That's one of those situations. North Sanpete's defense did a good job of keeping the Dinos in check, forcing a low shot clock situation that they capitalized on, forcing the air ball from Lancaster.
7 minutes, 10 seconds and running left to play. We are tied at 42. We're starting all over with 7 minutes left to play. With the basketball, the Hawks gives the ball off to Swap. Swap top circle, picked up there by Warburton. Now they slack off, give the ball over to Sloppy. Hands it back out to Swap. 3-point line. Shot clock says 5. Knocked away, stolen by Lancaster. Ahead to Mortensen. Cannon can't get the layup to go, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And he took some tumble there. He was smothered on his way up. Walks a little gingerly. Now he's walking fine, but he took quite the hit as he goes up into the air. And you know that no matter what it is, it's a good foul, forcing him to miss the layup, make him earn it at the line.
Cannon goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. He has 2 points in the ball game tonight. Eyes the bucket for free throw number 1. It is up and in and out, no good. 4 for 8 from the line for the Dinos tonight, shooting 50%. North Sanpete 7 for 14 from the line tonight, shooting 50%.
Hendry checking back into the game probably sooner than most people would have thought, but he has to play very carefully now.
Second free throw up and good. 3 points for Cannon Mortensen. Dinos lead by 1, 43-42. 6:37 left to play here in the ballgame. With the basketball, Swap. Swap sends it right side. Goes to Sorensen. Down underneath. Nice pass. Sloppy has 9 points in the ballgame, and McKay's playing a good game.
He has been able to get a lot of open looks in the second half, and the Dinos need to find a way to stop him because he is heating up.
Pass goes down on the baseline to Bennett. Cross-court pass to Cannon Mortensen. Makes the baseline move. Nice pass back to Bennett. Count it! And a foul. Bennett in the paint. Gets the shot to go, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Bennett with 4 points in the ballgame. Chance to make it 5.
And I'm going to stay quiet until I see those numbers flash on the board because there's 2 players in that vicinity, and they tee up the coach.
We have a technical foul on North Sanpete.
And they are giving that foul to Hendry. We have the official confirmation. That's 5. Checks into the game, plays 13 seconds, and he is gone. The fans waving goodbye. And the student section on their feet, let them hear it. Now, Sonny, as a player in my play-in days who averaged about 4.5 fouls a game, there's no worse feeling than picking up that 5th foul on the road and looking into the opposing student section, seeing them all wave goodbye. It's a very demoralizing thing.
So the technical foul to the free throw line to shoot will be Logan Bennett. For the Carbon Dinos, up 1. This is a huge part of this game.
This is something where, Sonny, I think this would be a full circle moment if the Dinos could make this. This has been an area they've struggled with all year. We've seen free throws decide games against the Dinos consistently. Now they have a chance to redeem a season's worth of foul shooting follies at the line and a chance to take a 3-point lead.
So with the free throw line, Logan Bennett eyes the bucket, puts it up. Good. 5 points in the ball game for Logan as he shoots the technical foul, and now to the free throw to shoot Cannon Mortensen. Chance for the 3-point play. This will be a 4-point play with the technical. The shot is up and good. Actually, that was the 3-point play. This is the technicals here. So one more free throw to come for Cannon. My mistake there. He walks up, hits them both.
And the Dinos retain possession. So what started initially as just a foul now turns into an opportunity, Sonny, for a 5-point swing.
So with the basketball, the Carbon Dinos. Warburton drives inside. Whistle and a foul on the ground. Foul number 4 on North Sanpete.
Now, if you're North Sanpete right now, you need to lay off the aggressiveness just a little bit. You're at 4 fouls. You don't want the Dinos getting to the free throw line right now. You want to save that till about 1.5 minutes left in the quarter. You don't want to send them to the line with 5 minutes and 54 seconds left in the game. That's a dangerous situation.
So the Dinos will throw the ball in on the baseline with 5:54 left to play in the ball game, and the Dinos lead by 4.
And another fourth foul pickup there for North Sanpete, it looks like. As on the board, they have Schloppy down for 4.
So the Dinos get the basket on that set there. They get the 1 foul, and then they get the 2 technicals, so that they make 3 extra points at the foul line. That's the difference basically in the game right now, 48-44. That was huge.
A 5-point swing, Sonny, can't be understated as Carter goes to the line. And it looks like they just miscounted a foul because the Dinos are now the Hawks are up to 5 fouls now. There's been a number of confusing aspects of this game, Sonny, but I can't think of a better way to go than a little chaos on the court.
Yeah, to the free throw line goes Warburton. Free throw up, and it is no good. Off the back of the iron. 5:54 left to play in the ball game. 48-44 the score. Carbon with the lead. Shooting free throws. 1 more for Warburton. He has 10 in the ball game. Nice game for Carter.
That is, and A.D. Bianco is on the floor as North Sanpete has students running to the opposing basket to try and distract the Dinos. Referee sees it, calls them out on it, sends them back their way. I don't know what's going on anymore, Sonny, but I'm here for it.
Second free throw, no good by Warburton as well. And the rebound comes down to North Sanpete, down 4. Dinos lead 48-44. Swing it over the right side. It goes to Sorensen. Sorensen down low to Schloppy, and a whistle and a foul on Dinos. And that's only the second foul for Carbon.
And they can stay aggressive right now,
can.
Sonny. It's a matter of they kind of need to stay aggressive because that's how they've been able to build up this lead is through aggressive play, both offensively and defensively. You just have to be mindful of personal fouls now, as a few Dinos do have 3.
Timeout on the floor with 5:43 left to play in the ball game. It's 48-44. The Dinos with the lead over North Sanpete. Good game.
And we have a final score from Canyon View as the Richfield loses their second in a row. They fall to the Falcons in Cedar City, 55-42. A statement victory for Canyon View after nearly falling here Wednesday night. So a lot of drama happening around Region 12. So I think the chaos is consistent across the state right now.
So we asked Rich Butler the same question about being a senior night, what it's meant to him to be a Carbon Dino on senior night, and this is what he had to say.
It's meant a lot. We've not had the most success this year, but it's fun to see us push through it and hopefully get a win tonight.
Want to thank Rich for spending a second with us. 5:43 left to play here in the fourth quarter, 48-44.
It was fun to see Ridge at the start of the game on the floor, getting to at least enjoy one last start in Jurassic Park.
North Sanpete passing the ball around. 3-point line, trailing by 4. Ridge Hendry fouling out of the ball game with 6:07 left to play. There's a nice pass down in the paint. Shot up, won't go. Good look that time by James Clayton coming in off the bench. Couldn't get it to go, and the rebound Dinos.
The fancy footwork from Clayton nearly paid off, but just couldn't get the shot to fall.
Warburton with the ball up top. 5:15 left to play in the ball game. The Dinos lead by 4 here at Carbon High School. Senior night, last home game, last regular season game. Ball knocked away in a turnover for the Dinos, number 10. We come back the other way, all the way to the basket. Swap lays it up, whistle, and a foul.
And the fans are not happy about that one. It looked like he swatted it out of the air, but again, we're up here, they're down there. It's hard to tell where this momentum goes. All in all, I think this has been a very well-called game.
Foul goes on Mortensen. That's Cannon's third foul, team foul number 3 for the Dinos. And to the free throw line to shoot 2 goes Bryce Swap. The free throw was up and good. 15 points on the for Bryce. He's having a great night.
That's the first point in 2 minutes for North Sanpete, finally breaking the drought.
We've heard some Ridge Butler, Maxwell Carlson. We've heard from Evan Lancaster and Cannon Mortensen. We'll hear from Charles Tima here in a second. That will cover all the seniors. 4:53 and running left to play, and the free throw was up.
And it was no good as the score stays 48-45. Ball goes bouncing out of bounds. Turnover on the other end for the Dinos. 4:51 left to play. 48-45 advantage for Carbon.
4:51 left to play with the basketball. Swap past the half court stripe. He comes. Picked up there by Warburton. Swings it to the right side. Goes to Sorensen. Cross court pass to Schloppy on the 3-point line. Clayton with the drive. Shot up off the glass, no good. Rebound Bennett. Dinos get a stop. 4:30 left to play. Here comes Lancaster down the floor, into the paint. Nice pass to Ty. Lay it up and in.
That pass never fails to impress me, Sonny. You look at it, it looks like every time it should be picked off, but every time Ty Mortensen finds a way to get the ball from Evan Lancaster.
50-45, 4:12 and running left to play. Dinos up 5. Trying to end the season on a win here at Carbon High School. Bounce pass goes over the right side. Sorensen, he loses it out of bounds in the turnover. Number 14 for North Sanpete, and with 4:05 left to play, the Dinos lead by 5, and they got the ball.
And, you know, I like the Dinos set right now, but you don't want to speed it up. Right now, kind of slow it down, make sure you're getting the best shot possible. That's going to be an ideal strategy moving forward.
Substitutions coming into the ball game. Checking back in will be Wyatt Bailey. Also checking back in is Jaden Bowles for North Sanpete Dino basketball. 4 minutes exactly left to play in the ball game. 50-45. Warburton with the ball, top circle. Swings it left side to Bennett. Bennett holds there, guarded closely, gets it outside to Warburton. Warburton top circle. Brings it back now, drives right side. Picks up his dribble, gives it to Bennett. Bennett drives the baseline. Bounce pass to Warburton. Fakes the 3, now gives it to Lancaster for 3. Wing right, no good. Rebound comes down North Sanpete. Shalapi with the rebound. Ahead, pass over the head of Epps, out of bounds, and a turnover, and the Dinos get it back.
You can tell they're used to the leaping ability of Hendry on the floor in those situations. He's the one player on this floor from both teams, I think, who could have made that catch, maybe with the exception of Logan Bennett. That kid has hops as well, but the pass goes soaring out of bounds. Another turnover.
Full court pressure being applied by North Sanpete. The ball on the ground, picked up by the Hawks, and then out of bounds. It will go to the Dinos. I don't think Carbon touched that. They said he did, and it will go to the Hawks.
I mean, there's a flurry of body parts down there, Sonny. Every time loose balls on the floor, it looks like there's a pile-up on I-15, just bodies everywhere. It's like a car crash. Neither of these teams want to go home with the L, so they're fighting their hardest.
Bailey gives it to Swap, drives inside, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, shot up, no good, whistle and the foul. McKay Shalapi will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws at a 50-45 game with 3:17 left to play. Dinos lead.
And the Dinos, they need to just they need to gain some composure right now. They're playing a little frantic. I can't blame them. The atmosphere in here is electric. But they need to take a few deep breaths, settle down, regain some composure, because this is going to come down to the wire.
Free throw up and good. Substitutions coming in. Let's hear what Charles Tima had to say about being a senior here at Carbon Dinos for senior night.
Yeah, obviously moving here, it's been a big change. Yeah, they've been able to produce and grow like players. So I was just looking forward to the program they had, especially with Coach Butler last year. So yeah, it's been an experience.
Thank you, Charles, for spending some time with us. Second free throw good, 50-47. 3-point shot by the Dinos up and no good. Whistle on the foul or jump ball. It's going to be a jump ball, and it will go to North Sanpete with 3:04 left to play. 50-47, Dinos lead by 3.
This game's intense, Sonny. Both teams really leaving it all out there. I mean, I love the intensity from both sides. That makes for some of the most fun basketball you're ever going to see.
Swap with the ball, top circle. Picked up there by Warburton. 2:57 left to play. Dinos lead by 3. Gives it over to the left side. It goes to Schloppy. Takes it inside on the baseline. Back outside to Swap. Wide open for 3. No good. Rebound Bennett. Dinos retain that 3-point lead. It comes to Warburton. Past a half-court stripe. Swings it to Cannon Mortensen. Back to Warburton. Warburton on the left wing. Now dribbles to the top circle. Sets the offense. 2:33 on the game clock. 20 on the shot clock. Back over the left side, it goes to Bennett, down to Ty Mortensen, back to the basket. Back to Bennett, drives the baseline, outside to Orth. Warburton, 10 on the shot clock. Carter drives in the paint, kicks it outside to Ty for 3, no good. Rebound Ty, gets his own rebound, shot up, counted and a foul! Ty Mortensen on the offensive rebound, puts up an incredible shot. and gets it to go, and he's fouled, and the Dinos lead by 5 with a chance to make it 6 with 2:11 left to play.
And if you want to instill young players, Sonny, with the value that following your shot is the right decision, show them some game film of Ty Mortensen. Every time he shoots, he's crashing those boards, and there he's rewarded yet again this game with a second chance point, gets the and one to fall, and increases the lead back to 5 for the Dinos.
52-47, free throw up and no good. And the rebound comes down to North Sanpete. We come down the floor with the basketball. Swap hands the ball off to Bailey. Bailey back to Swap. Swap dives in the paint, picks up his dribble. Shot up and good. Shalapi has 13. And Shalapi playing a good ball game. 13 points. Timeout on the floor with a minute 57 left to play. And we're going to keep it here. Dinos lead 52-49 with a minute 57 left to play. They have the ball.
This is going to come down to the wire, Sonny. And right now, neither team being the best from the charity stripe. It's going to come down to turnovers over this final 2 minutes and who can convert on those opportunities. Now, Dinos have no fouls to give in terms of going into the bonus. North Sanpete already sitting at 5. So that's the situation they find themselves in. Coach Brower, in our last post-game show, talked about how the point of a full-court press is to speed you up. They want you to play frantic. They want you to play fast. They want you to try and find a teammate that isn't open, and so they can force a turnover. And that they've been doing that very well, forcing the Dinos to accelerate much to their dislike, and it carries over into half-court sets as well. You can see Coach Brower on the sideline when they do get across the 10-second line, telling the players to slow down. Slow down, let that shot clock tick a little bit. We don't need to rush anything. Now, you don't want it ticking down all the way. You want to just take the best shot available to you.
Dinos 8 for 15 from the free throw line. North Sanpete 10 for 18 from the free throw line. Dinos have to go the length of the floor. They'll throw it in.
And looks like recognizing the situation, North Sanpete will call off the Dogs on the full court press unless they throw something surprising here off the inbound.
One possession game, and it comes to Warburton. He'll walk it up the floor. Now he's picked up there. Swings it over the left side to Bennett. Bennett double team. Has a wide open Cannon Mortensen underneath. The shot up, count it, and a foul. That was a great look. And Cannon Mortensen wide open underneath the basket. By the time he got the ball, the defenders were there, but Cannon makes the shot, and he is fouled, and he goes to the line for a chance for a three-point play.
What a play by Cannon Mortensen. He shows off that veteran leadership yet again. He sees Carter trying to signal a play to him. He's like, wait, I see this. He signals the play he wants. They get it to Bennett. Bennett faces triple team pressure. Mortensen recognizes this, cuts to the baseline, gets the lob, waits a second, puts it up and in.
So they said no basket, and he's shooting 2 free throws.
Well, a foul's a foul in this situation. Either way, you're going to be headed to the line.
Second free throw is up and good as well. I thought it was an and one, but they said no on the ground. 54-49 the score. Still a 5-point lead for the Dinos with a minute 37 left to play. With the basketball on the right side, it's Swap. Swap gives it over to the right side to Shalapi. Down underneath, shot up, no good. Whistle and the foul. Free throws. To the free throw line goes McKay Shalapi.
And right now you need to recognize that they're going to call the most minimal of contact. You need to recognize that as a player and as a defender. And you need to play your most solid fundamental defense. You don't need to go for anything fancy. You don't need to jump into the air. Just make yourself an obstacle that they have to fight around. You don't try and get into that fight. And on the offensive side, you recognize this as well. You take it strong to the hoop. You know you have the chance to be rewarded with some shots.
Carbon Dino basketball, 95-3 the peak where the Dinos play. Free throw up and good. 14 points for McKay tonight. One more free throw to come, 54-50. Eyes the bucket for free throw number 2, puts it up, and it is good as well. Nice night for the senior.
And they're calling a lane violation.
Also no basket.
Points are getting added, taken off, Sonny. I can barely keep up on the virtual scoreboard.
Dinos with the basketball. Minute 24 left to play in a turnover. Tried to get it over to Carter Warburton. Kind of rushed that a little bit. Really no need to rush that pass. Unforced turnover, 54-50. Give the ball back to North Sanpete.
Sometimes you think you have an open teammate and you get a little too excited. It's like when you get a wide open layup and you miss it.
Swap with the ball, hands it off to Bowles. And he traveled. Turnover number 16. Jaden Bowles took the step, forgot the ball. travel with a minute 12 left to play, 54-50. Yeah, that's
a good
what
one.
he did.
That was a good one.
He did.
He did. That
Kinda left the ball behind there.
That was the perfect way to describe it, Sonny. And they're bringing the full court pressure again. So, again, they just need to remember, you want to stay slow. They're trying to speed you up here.
And it comes to Lancaster. Lancaster to Warburton. They break the press easily. Gives it to Orth. Orth outside to Lancaster to Warburton, and they'll set the offense with a minute left, up 4. Good play for the Dinos. That clock's on your side right now. Give it over to the left side. It goes to Cannon Mortensen. Drives inside, kicks it back outside to Orth. Orth swings it over to the Lancaster. 14 on the shot clock, 48 on the game clock. Gives it back to Warburton, down under 10, down to 8. Warburton takes it right side, still with the basketball, gives it to Orth. Orth in the gap, puts up a shot, good. Orth with the basket. He has 5. It's a 6-point game with 32 seconds left to play. Swap takes it all the way, puts it up, no good. Whistle and a foul. Free throws.
And that was the Orth of old we saw on the offensive side. Before he hurt his knee against Richfield earlier this season, he was always a threat to drive to the rim and score there, and that was a vintage look there. It's a sure sign that he's getting healthier and healthier, feeling more confident in his step as he comes back to the court.
56-50 the score. Fouls on Warburton, that's his 4th. To the free throw line goes Bryce Swap. He has 15 points in the game. Nice night for him as well. Free throw up and no good. Big miss. 12 for 20 from the line tonight for North Sanpete. Warburton, Orth comes out. Tima and Carlson into the ball game for the Dinos with 28 seconds left to play. We got one more free throw to come. Second free throw up. It's no good. Offensive rebound up. No good. Whistle and a foul. Nice offensive rebound by Schloppy, and he got fouled, and he'll go to the line, see if he can put 2 in now. 56-50, Dinos up 6.
And right now, they have another chance at the line. That's a rare gift from the universe. You miss both free throws, get a second chance at the line. This is a situation where you need to take advantage now. You are running out of chances. The universe can only aid you so much. You have to take care of business for what you can at this point.
Referee's having a conference on the floor. I think they're having a conference on who the foul was on, I believe.
I think that is.
I'm guessing, but I think.
That's the most likely thing, in my opinion. I agree with you there, Sonny. In a situation like this, you look at the board, you see 2, 3, 4 fouls for some players. It's important you give that to the right player.
Free throw. Good.
Now, if he does make this second one, the Dinos still have a 4-point lead, but that doesn't mean you can get complacent. You need to expect contact immediately off the inbound here.
Yeah, shot clock's off. Timeout, Carbon. So you're going to want to extend the game. We're going to keep it here tonight with 27 seconds left to play and a Dino lead of 56-51. But I suspect North Sanpete's going to try to extend this game.
If they don't, I wouldn't understand the reasoning behind it.
You have to now because the shot clock's off.
Shot clock is off. You have 5 fouls. You need to play to extend the game. You're down 4.
Go for the steal. And if you commit the foul right after you go for if you don't get the steal, commit the foul immediately.
Exactly. You can't afford to waste any time. And that's something we've strangely seen over the course of the season as teams. In these situations, they let the clock tick down. You see it get down to 10, and then they foul.
Yeah.
You need to get off the jump. You need to commit the foul if you can't get the steal because you're down 4. You know the Dinos haven't had the best free throw shooting season. They've definitely improved tonight. But you know you do have a chance to have them miss both, send it the other direction, and you're going to have to kind of rely on that right now. You need a little luck.
Let's go for a game set here. 56-51, Dinos. Both teams shooting free throws for the rest of this game. We have 5-point game. One more free throw to come for North Sanpete with 27.3 seconds left to play in the game.
Now,
shot clock off. To the free throw line to shoot one more, McKay Schloppy.
And he's had himself a very good night in all aspects of the game. He's someone who he could cause some major damage to the Dinos here, both on this free throw and with a potential steal off the inbound.
Free throw. Got it. Bounced around and went down. The Dinos throw it in. We have a whistle and a quick foul. What do we got here?
They're going to call a hold against 5. You know, that's something we normally see in football, but that one will go against Jaden Bowles.
Free throws for the Carbon Dinos to the free throw line to shoot. Senior Charles Tima shooting 2 free throws for the Carbon Dinos with 26 seconds left to play.
And if you look right behind the cheerleaders on the visiting, or right next to the student section, you can see the family of Tima. And I have a guess, Sonny, that if he is able to make both of these shots, they are going to erupt.
Eyes the bucket for free throw number 1. Good. (57-52) with 26 seconds left to play. He'll have one more free throw to come. Free throw number 2 is up. No good off the back of the iron. We have a whistle and a lane violation on the Carbon Dinos. It will remain 57-52 with 26 seconds left to play. Tima comes out of the ball game for the Dinos.
It was an anticipatory step. He wanted to chase down the rebound, which you got to give him props for. But at the same time, he steps over the line before it hits the rim.
Swap loses control of the ball, gets it back. Gives it to Bowles. Bowles for 3. Off the glass and in. 57-55. A deep 3 by Bowles, and it goes off the backboard and in. I thought maybe a double dribble before that.
That's what it looked like, but the ref didn't see it that way, and he is lucky the bank is open this late at night, Sonny.
57-55. It's a one-possession game with that 3.
You know they're going to be coming at you almost immediately off the inbound. So what's crucial right now is you have every contingency covered off the inbound. They're going to be bringing a lot of pressure. You need to be able to get it in. Preferably, you want to get it to your best free throw shooter, which right now is either Cannon Mortensen or Logan Bennett. They've been the most consistent from the charity stripe tonight. You can get it to them. They can help ice this game. However, those two will probably be heavily covered by the Hawks defense, trying to stop them from getting in. It's crucial. As soon as you are fouled here, you need to make the free throws. That's something we've been preaching all season long. And yet again, Sonny, it feels like that's the difference between life and death right now.
So 57-55. We were expecting a great game tonight, and we've gotten it, haven't we?
It has come in spades,
What a
Sonny.
game.
Last time this game was decided by 9 points, 70-61, so both teams made a lot of second half of region adjustments to make this game a lot closer, both battling, knowing what's on the line, and a potential first-round home site game in the playoffs.
16 seconds left to play. Dinos will throw it in. Full court pressure being applied. It goes to Warburton. He's double-teamed. He'll hold it, reach in. We have a foul or a jump ball foul, they call.
That was scary, Sonny. That could have gone either way as they go to the line. Coach for North Sanpete is calling his players in. Bill Pollock trying to get him. The fourth-year head coach holds a record of 38-59. He's trying to protect that from 60 right now. Now, if Warburton is able to make both of these free throws, knowing that North Sanpete has had the troubles from the line they have, do you foul up 3?
No, I don't.
And that's one of those places we disagree. I think that's the best way to protect your lead. You limit any potential game-extending shot. You make it a 2-point game. You've shown you can inbound it.
Free throw's no good. 57-55. If Carter makes this, it's a 3-point game with 13 seconds left to play. Second free throw is up, and it's good. Warburton has 11.
It looks like they're just going to try and force him to waste some time. He's not going to foul.
10 seconds left to play. Swap with the ball. Whistle, timeout called by North Sanpete. 7 seconds left to play, 58-55. Now here's a situation where maybe you foul and you don't let him shoot the 3, but I don't do that because you make your first free throw, you miss your second. It's a 2-point game. You get the offensive rebound, and you can lose the game. And the only way you lose this game now is if you foul a 3-point shot. You just don't do that.
And that's something they've shown they can do off missed free throws, is grab the offensive board. So I agree, it's a risky situation. This is where basketball turns from an athletic competition to mind games. This is chess now.
And all coaches have different ideas on how to play these close games down the stretch. by shooting free throws.
And I
it's
guess
interesting to watch. That's what makes basketball so great.
It
I
is,
think.
and I guess in that sense, it's less like chess, more like rock, paper, scissors. Whoever stylistically can match up better. A little fun plays into that.
7 seconds left to play. Bulls will throw the ball in for North Sanpete. 7.5 seconds left. Dinos lead by 3. And it comes. It goes to Swap. There's a whistle and a foul. Before the shot on the ground, 2. Shooting 2. And to the free throw line goes Bryce Swap. And Coach Brower elects to foul and put him on the free throw line.
And I guess that answers our question. We were going to ask post-game, Sonny, is he does want to foul up 3. Now we'll see if what your worries come to fruition.
Free throw number 1 is good. 16 points in the ball game. And one more free throw to come. Now what do they do here? It's 6 seconds left.
You've shown you can offensive rebound, but at the same time, it's got to feel a little more secure to make it.
They try to make it, and they do. Whistle, quick foul with 5.3 seconds left to play.
Now, Sonny, I think in my moment that my mind changed a little bit. I think it's because, it's the stress that comes with it being a one-point game. Even though you don't allow a three-point shot from the opposing team, at the same time, it makes your heart race just a little bit more as you step to the charity stripe on the other end.
So 5.3 seconds left to play. Dinos lead by 1 in shooting free throws. To the free throw line goes senior Evan Lancaster. He has 10 on the night. Eyes the bucket for free throw number 1 for the Dinos. Puts it up, and it's good. Nice shot for Evan Lancaster, the senior, with 11. 59-57.
I'm inadvertently holding my breath up here, Sonny. I feel like every bit of silence will help Evan at the line.
Free throw up. No good. Rebound comes down to North Sanpete, and we foul.
I think that was just a mental error there from Lancaster. He thought he was up 3, and instead North Sanpete will go to the other end, and again it's going to be Swap.
Lancaster fouled. With 3 seconds left, he fouls Swap, and the Dinos are up 2. So Swap can go to the free throw line with these 2 free throws and tie this game up. Free throw number 1 is good, and he has 18 in the ball game.
Yeah, you still have 3 seconds left, Sonny. Maybe you see a similar error from North Sanpete.
Second free throw up. In and out, no good. Rebound to Worth. Whistle and a foul. Had the opportunity. Had the opportunity to tie this game up at the free throw line and couldn't get the second one to go.
And looking at the fans in front of us, Sonny, all similar reactions. Shock, relief, fear. There's so much happening in this gym right now. I think tonight is senior night, this is the game you want to be playing. You don't want to blow out. You want something fun like this.
He didn't miss badly.
He didn't. That was a hand to God miss.
Free throw no good for the Dinos.
Now what's important?
Orth has one more.
You do not foul at all. You send all troops back. They have 2 seconds left. They have to try and get to half court. Now we have seen miracle heaves before, but at the same time right now you just send your men back. You let them take whatever half-court heave they want. You don't risk the foul.
Free throw is up and no good. Rebound. Shot the length of the floor. No good. Dinos win. 59-58. The Dinos finish out the home season and senior night and the season with a 59-58 win over North Sanpete in a thriller.
My goodness, Sonny, that was one of the most exciting basketball games I have ever had the pleasure of watching. It had everything you wanted, dramatic comebacks, dramatic finishes. Everything you could have hoped for in a game was on show tonight. What a way for the Dinos to end the season.
Final score 59-58. The Dinos with the win over North Sanpete. The Dinos go to 2-12 in region play. 5-18 overall. North Sanpete goes to 2-12 in region play and 3-16 overall after tonight's finish. Once again, the final score tonight. The Carbon Dinos with the win, 59-58 to finish out the regular season senior night here at Carbon High School. We'll take a break, and when we come back, the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union post-game show. Once again, the final score, Dinos 59, Hawks 58, 95-3 the Peak. This is where the Dinos play.
Imagine the sound of a basketball swishing through the net at the game buzzer. That's the sound of you scoring big with Eastern Utah Community Credit Union's Slam Dunk Savings Accounts. Just like a winning team will strategize their plays, we will help you plan your financial future with competitive interest rates and unbeatable customer support. Whether you're saving for college, a new home, or retirement, make a fast break to Eastern Utah Community Credit Union and let your savings game reach MVP status. Join our team today and start winning with your money.
Membership and eligibility required. NCUA insured. Loans approved on credit.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Feel the force of the Ram heavy-duty truck, the power horse beast that thrills with its performance. Hi, this is Thad. Imagine saving up to $15,000 off the original MSRP. Auto Farm has 15 at the ready and waiting for a test drive, including 5 hard-to-find dualies, exceptional strength, unprecedented durability, and might that echoes in every gear shift. Demand the best from your heavy-duty jobs. Demand a Ram heavy-duty from Auto Farm. Because with Ram, it's just not driving. It's just not a lifestyle. Don't just imagine. Come in and test drive away today.
Hi, this is Tim Frame, manager at Cache Valley Bank. Are you getting ready to tackle some spring projects, or are you already making summer plans? Now is a good time to stop in and see how Cache Valley Bank can assist you. With a great team of friendly, knowledgeable bankers, we can provide you with the financial tools needed to help you succeed. We are dedicated to providing you with the personalized attention you deserve. Come visit us at 82 West Main Street in Price and let us show you what opening an account with Cache Valley Bank can do for you.
Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, music up, but suddenly your car sputters. Don't let car troubles break your stride. At Cars Complete Auto Repair Service in Wellington, they're dedicated to keeping your vehicle running smoothly so you can keep enjoying those flawless drives. From regular maintenance like oil changes and wheel alignments to tune-ups and even new tires, Cars is here to help. Visit Cars today and drive away confident knowing your car is in its best shape ever.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a 4-legged word.
Carbon Dino basketball continues on 95.3 The Peak.
Welcome back to the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union post-game show tonight. The Carbon Dinos with the 59-58 win over North Sanpete in the fourth quarter. The Hawks outscored the Dinos 19-17, but the Dinos had the 3-point lead going into the fourth quarter. They hold on a little bit scary there at the end, but the Dinos hold on to get the 59-58 win to end the regular season with a couple of good performances. I mean, they fell short to Canyon View in a great game against a great team, and they come away with a win here tonight against North Sanpete.
Sonny, I think I had a heart attack at several points throughout that game. I'm sweating. I wasn't on the court, and I'm sweating. That was a stressful game, but you know, that's what you want on senior night. You need a little excitement. Send these guys off, not just with a win, but a thrilling 59-58 victory over the Hawks. I mean, that really can make all the difference in the world. Having, a blowout win, it's great. It's a fantastic feeling, fine, whatever. But at the same time, a win like this energizes you in a way that you have never felt before. You feel the adrenaline flow. You feel the excitement in the air when you can come away with a narrow win.
You take a look at scoring for North Sanpete. Leading the way, Bryce Swap, The junior had a great night, 18 points, 9 in the first half, 9 in the second half, consistent throughout the night. They wouldn't have been where they were at if it wasn't for Bryce.
And it's one of those situations where, again, Sonny, they neutralized the leading scorer normally in Ridge Hendry, and along comes Mr. Swap and absolutely lights it up. He had himself a great game. Props to that young man.
McKay Schloppy, the senior, had 16 points, only 2 at halftime. 14 points in the second half. He's the other player that picked up the slack as Ridge Henry got himself in foul trouble and never really, after picking up that third foul, never really got back into the ball game this evening. But McKay with 16 points tonight. Great night for the senior.
And what really, looking at the stat sheet, it stands out to me is he was a perfect 7 of 7 from the charity stripe. He was clutch down the line, and he really nearly made the Dinos pay.
Taking a look at Ridge Hendry. He had 8 points tonight, 6 in the first half, only 2 in the second half. Fouled out with 6:07 left to play in the game. As we talked about, the foul situation kind of took him a little bit out of the game, but even then, the Dinos did a good job on the defensive side against him because he only had 6 points at halftime, regardless of the foul situation. Good defense tonight by the Carbon Dinos on Ridge Hendry because he's the real deal.
They held him to 2 of 8 shooting, Sonny. That is a Herculean effort defensively from the Dinos. And based on the first 2 minutes of this game, I was worried it was going to go downhill fast. They open up with an 11-0 run. Carbon battles back. They hold the leading scorers down, and they do an excellent job just maintaining pace and keeping things going offensively, defensively. They played the complete game tonight.
Jaden Bowles finished with 8, the senior. Coming off he started. Had 5 in the first half. Hit a 3 in the second half, finishes with 8 points tonight. Braddock Epps with 4 points tonight, and then came Royal Sorensen with 2. Wyatt Bailey off the bench with 2 as well. They shot for the free throw line 17 for 27, 16 turnovers in the ball game. 58 points for North Sanpete tonight as they fall short to the Dinos 59-58.
And that was a thrilling finish, Sonny. The Hawks really left it all out there, though. They at times it looked like that game was going to be cracked open with about 2 minutes left. The Dinos had a pretty big, I believe, 7-point advantage over the Hawks, and they battled all the way back to make it a 1-point affair.
Scoring for the Carbon Dinos, leading the way tonight, Ty Mortensen, the junior, with 13 points. 5 in the first half, 8 in the second half. Always solid.
Yeah, Ty is going to be one of those players who develops into something special, as is the junior class. I mean, you're looking at a group of players who have played heavy varsity minutes for the past few years. They're finally starting to get used to the game speed at this level, and it shows when Ty stepped on the court tonight. He was hustling all over the place. He was putting up shots, and if he missed those, he was following up with rebounds, going to the charity stripe, rebounding, blocking shots, a do-it-all effort for Ty.
These two stats right here, a big difference in the second half. Carter Warburton and Evan Lancaster both with 11. Evan only had 2 points at half. He had 9 points in the second half. Carter only had 4 points at halftime. He had 7 in the second half. 2 big halves for Carter Warburton and Evan Lancaster. A big part of this 59-58 Dino win.
Yeah, a lot of excitement behind that second half performance. They helped will the Dinos to this 59-58 win. That's what I've liked all season about the Dinos. There's no quit in this team, no matter what the scoreboard may show. This is a group that is always fighting for points. They're fighting to play. They're really just leaving it all out there. It's a special showing from all of these players on the court.
Cannon Mortensen, 7 points in the ball game tonight for the Carbon Dinos, 2 in the first half, 5 in the second. Then comes Logan Bennett with 5. Kyler Orth with 5 off the bench. Jackson Bazzoni off the bench with 4. Maxwell Carlson with 2 for the Carbon Dinos for a total of 59 points. And the Carbon Dinos with the win tonight here at home, 59-58 over North Sanpete. It was a thriller. It was a great game. Congratulations to the Carbon Dinos on a great finish. They played their hearts out against one of the best 3A teams in the state, Canyon View, and fell 4 points short. Come back tonight, and they win a thriller against North Sanpete to finish out the season with the win. It's exactly what you want to do going into tournament time is You have a little bit of momentum. You have a little bit of confidence. The Dinos have to be feeling better about themselves right now than they have all season.
You have to be. You're going in after nearly upsetting one of the top teams in the state, and you come out and you come away with a win on senior night. Brackets dropped tomorrow, and coming up to talk with us is going to be head coach Taylor Brower. We'll take a quick break here on the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union postgame show, but we'll be right back with more and an interview with Coach right after this.
Imagine the sound of a basketball swishing through the net at the game buzzer. That's the sound of you scoring big with Eastern Utah Community Credit Union's Slam Dunk Savings Accounts. Just like a winning team will strategize their plays, we will help you plan your financial future with competitive interest rates and unbeatable customer support. Whether you are saving for college, a new home, or retirement, make a fast break to Eastern Utah Community Credit Union and let your savings game reach MVP status. Join our team today and start winning with your money.
Membership and eligibility required. NCUA insured. Loans approved on credit.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
Mommy, I don't feel good.
Caring for each and every customer and their needs is the foundation of what Smart Health Pharmacy is all about. So when I need a prescription or advice, I can depend on the pharmacist at Smart Health.
Looking for a new pharmacy? It's never been easier to transfer your prescriptions to Smart Health. Call 687-5050 or go to smart-healthrx.com. Download their app today with convenient drive-through at 221 North Main Street, Huntington.
It's your health. Be smart about it.
Drive into savings with Desert View Federal Credit Union. If your vehicle's introductory rate just expired and you're looking at a scary new payment, it's time to get to Desert View Federal Credit Union. They offer competitive refinancing options that will keep your payments manageable. Plus, the knowledgeable staff at Desert View Federal Credit Union will make the transition smooth and hassle-free. Don't let high rates speed off with your cash. Take control of your finances. Visit Desert View Federal Credit Union today.
Membership and eligibility apply. Loans on approved credit. Member NCUA.
How well do algorithms answer your questions?
Your specific query will be addressed with a pre-written, standardized reply.
When you need help with life's important decisions like life insurance, home and auto coverage, and even retirement planning, rely on relationships, not robots. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
In the Castle Country, call your local Farm Bureau agent, Jill Jensen, at 637-8400 for a free quote today.
You're looking for somewhere you could be proud to work. Komatsu is looking for you. Komatsu is a leading manufacturer of construction, mining, forestry, and industrial heavy equipment. Komatsu currently has openings for seasoned welders, journeyman electricians, and MSHA certified electricians, as well as master machinists. At Komatsu, not only will your skills be rewarded with competitive wages, but you'll also enjoy benefits like a robust 401k plan. Grow with Komatsu. Go to komatsu.com or call Tanner at 636-6150.
Carbon High School basketball on KRPX 95.3 The Peak.
Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, music up, but suddenly your car sputters. Don't let car troubles break your stride. At Cars, Complete Auto Repair Service in Wellington, they're dedicated to keeping your vehicle running smoothly so you can keep enjoying those flawless drives. From regular maintenance like oil changes and wheel alignments to tune-ups and even new tires, Cars is here to help. Visit Cars today and drive away confident knowing your car is in its best shape ever.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a four-legged word.
You're listening to Carbon Dino Basketball on the Peak, KRPX 95.3 FM.
Welcome back to the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union post-game show. As again, your Carbon Dinos win 59-58 over the North Sanpete Hawks here in Jurassic Park on senior night. Joining me now in the Sutherland's broadcast booth is senior Ridge Butler. Ridge, pleasure to have you up here. Thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, thank you for having me here.
So we talked about it a little bit before the game. This has been a season of adversity for you guys. I mean, for you personally especially. You got injured early on the season against Juab. Let's talk about that for a second. What process did you have to go through to overcome that injury and get back on the court tonight?
So this year I've actually had 2 injuries. Right before the season, I crashed a bike and I was super bad. Got a super bad concussion from it, and then made it back from that. And then the week that I made it back, broke my ankle, and so just struggling really bad, but just a lot of physical therapy and just getting back to it.
And, it's always hard coming back from an injury, and let alone going in with an injury into your senior season. But I feel a lot of times when you do enter that in your senior year, you get injured, you become more of a leader on the floor. What's that transition been like from someone who is used to seeing the floor very consistently until that injury to now? What kind of steps did you take to become a better leader for these younger teammates of yours?
Yeah, so that's something that I work on a lot. I try to build up the team a lot. I'm always starting the defensive chants for us. And we just, I don't know, I think if we can keep the positive on the sideline, we can go far in state.
I think I could tell there was a lot of emotions in the air as you stepped onto the court to start this game. For you personally, what was running through your mind as you stepped onto the court for that opening tip-off?
It's just a dream. I've waited my whole life for my senior year and kind of sucked to miss it, but I'm glad for the opportunity I got to have.
And luckily, the season's not over yet. You guys have a few games coming up next week. Looking ahead, the RPI drops tomorrow. You guys have really put 3A on notice over the last few games. A near upset win over Canyon View and a gritty win tonight against the Hawks. Going into the next week of practice, what message are you going to be sending to your teammates?
I just think we need to have confidence. If we can have confidence, then I think we can go super far, like I said.
And Ridge, after you're a senior, after graduation, do you have any plans moving forward for your post-graduation life?
I'm going to Scotland for golf, and then after that, I don't know, I might go to college.
Hey, fair enough. That is a fun plan. Scotland sounds like it's going to be a great place. Happy to hear that for you. Now, Ridge, before we let you go, is there anything you'd like to leave the listeners with?
Not a lot. We got a dub today, and it's good.
Well, Ridge, thank you again for taking the time to come talk to us. We really appreciate it. Again, that was senior for the Carbon Dinos, Ridge Butler. We're talking about their 59-58 victory over the North Sanpete Hawks tonight. We're going to take a quick break here on the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union postgame show. Then we'll be right back with head coach Taylor Brower here on KRPX 95.3 The Peak.
Discover peace of mind with Dawn's Hometown Insurance, now even closer to home at their new location, 58 West Main Street in Price. Connect directly with friendly agents, ready to tailor a package just for you. Imagine bundling your home, auto, and life insurance, simplifying your life while maximizing savings. Experience personalized service designed to protect what matters most to you. Visit Dawn's Hometown Insurance today and feel the difference.
JN Auto says it's time to get in the auto buying game. JN Auto is a game changer when you're looking for a new vehicle, but don't want to pay the new vehicle price. By making JN Auto a part of your team, you can count on finding quality, gently used vehicles with manufacturer warranties and unbeatable prices. You just found the secret to finding the perfect vehicle. It's JN Auto. Check out their huge inventory at jnautosales.com. JN Auto in Huntington and Price.
This is Dave
and Ryan
from Dave and Ryan's Movie Review.
Experience movies the way God intended them to be seen. On the big screen.
At the King Cole Theaters.
And action. Whether it's stunning action,
heart-stopping horror,
tender romance,
gut-busting comedy,
or wholesome family flicks,
movies are always better
on the big screen. Connect on Facebook for instant access to showtimes and the latest blockbusters.
With showing 7 nights a week and matinees on weekends, you can immerse yourself in the magic of movies at the King Cole Theaters.
You're looking for somewhere you could be proud to work. Komatsu is looking for you. Komatsu is a leading manufacturer of construction, mining, forestry, and industrial heavy equipment. Komatsu currently has openings for seasoned welders, journeyman electricians, and MSHA certified electricians, as well as master machinists. At Komatsu, not only will your skills be rewarded with competitive wages, but you'll also enjoy benefits like a robust 401k plan. Grow with Komatsu. Go to komatsu.com or call Tanner at 636-6150.
Carbon High School basketball on KRPX 95.3 The Peak.
Welcome back to the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union post-game show here on KRPX 95.3 The Peak. As again, your Carbon Dinos come away with the senior night victory, 59-58 over the North Sanpete Hawks, ending the region slate and the regular season with a win. Joining me now in the Sutherland's broadcast booth is head coach Taylor Brower. Coach Brower, always a pleasure to have you up here. Thank you for taking the time as always.
Yeah, thanks. No problem.
So let's start off as always. Just initial thoughts following that game.
Man, that was a bloodbath. That was brutal. Yeah, we won, but man, we just fought hard, and we came off with the win. We got lucky on some shots, and our kids fought hard. I appreciate how they didn't give up.
Yeah, and that's been a theme throughout the season. We're always talking about up here, no matter what the scoreboard may show, whether you're winning, losing, or in a close game, it feels like there's no quit in this team. I think that's in part due to the culture you've really established here in your first year as head coach.
Yeah, no, I appreciate, I see that too. I feel like they don't have much, they have a lot of fight in them, and they keep fighting, and they keep trying to win. And we've come up short in some of these games, but I'm glad we got the win tonight.
And this is one of those, romantic nights in basketball. It feels like all the circumstances are going in your favor and sometimes stacked against you. It's senior night, packed house here in Jurassic Park.
Senior night, I hate senior night. I hate homecoming. These things that we do. I mean, I appreciate the seniors, and I'm glad that we can show them and show our appreciation. But I've had bad experiences with senior night and homecoming, and I'm glad we got a win tonight. I really am, and I'm glad that the kids were able to fight and be able to keep going.
And, let's talk about one aspect of the game that really stood out to me in particular. On the season, you guys are averaging about 15 turnovers per game. Tonight, for the most part, you guys did a very good job of taking care of that ball, only having 13 on the evening.
Yeah, no, we really took care of the ball. They had that half-court trap, and then they had the full-court press they threw on us at the end. And we did really well at taking care of the ball, which that's something that we've definitely got better at. I feel like we've slowed down a little bit when people come and press us, and so the kids took care of the ball.
And we talked about that last time we had you up here after the Canyon View game. The purpose of that full court press is to try and speed you up, force you into quick thinking mistakes. Tonight, it looked like at first that was the case, but I could see you on the sideline, especially. You're looking at your players, telling them slow down. You need to slow down.
I mean, we like speed. We like to speed the game up as much as everybody else, but when it's like that, you've got to break the press, get over half court, and then run a set, run an offense, run something, and get a basket, so that they have to get out of it, and they have to, and then we just got to get stops on the other end.
Looking at the seniors on the floor tonight, there were a few times where Carter would be bringing the ball up the court, and he'd be trying to call his play, and Cannon would look at the floor, wave him off, and kind of call his own play, and oftentimes that led to an open basket. Is that something you kind of encourage? Do you want that freestyle play calling?
I've actually encouraged them just to play the game. So our trigger, we call it a trigger, is the pick and roll. And so I try to get them into, I call it dominoes, try to get them an advantage. And then we got to move the ball around and try to stay in those dominoes for as long as we can so we can get the best basket that we can. Yeah, sometimes we call out plays and sometimes they don't work and sometimes kids call them off. And I'm okay with that as long as we get a basket in that possession.
And now opening the game, North Sanpete jumped off to a very big lead. I believe it was about an 11-0 run to open this contest. Were they throwing something different at you than what you were expecting to see, or do you think that was just a product of circumstances?
Product of circumstances. It was the nerves. It was the pressure of senior night. It was just the nerves at the time, I think. And once we slowed down and realized that, yeah, hey, we can compete, we can win, I think that's when we stepped it up and we tried to win this game.
And one aspect of your coaching strategy I was very fond of tonight was shadowing Rich Hendry's minutes with Logan Bennett. Logan, just a tenacious defender, especially on Hendry.
He's a strong kid, so I can stick him on a guy, but Hendry's a strong kid as well. So, and that's the one thing we missed in our last game was a kid that we could guard with Hendry, and so that's why we played a lot of zone the last time. But with Logan, we can match him up and push him and try to be aggressive with him.
Now, looking ahead, RPI comes out tomorrow about 11:30. Is there any matchup that you're specifically hoping for, or with the last two games you talked about last time, you put 3A on notice? Do you feel any team would benefit you more or less than another, or do you think any team would be in your favor?
Right now where we sit, I think we're gonna stay at 14. We're gonna play Richfield because they lost to Canyon View tonight. So the Southwick kid is out for Richfield right now. I think we've got a chance, but we've got to be smart. We've got to play a game. Everyone's got to play their roles, and we just got to go in and win. Because if we can win that one, then we go to state. And I'm very hopeful for that game. I'm really hoping our kids keep fighting and we can win that game because that'll be a huge upset.
I'm looking at the last Richfield game. You guys were within 10. The only thing that spelled your downfall was that big first quarter from the Wildcats. And as of late, that's something you guys have really cleaned up. You're not just giving up runs and not responding. You are going blow for blow with some of the heavyweight champs in the 3A classification.
Well, like I said in that Richfield game, if we take away the first quarter, if we take away the first quarter, we beat them by 6. So it's something that I like the matchup with Richfield.
Now, Coach, before we let you go and enjoy the victory tonight, is there anything you'd like to leave the listeners with?
Nope. Appreciate everyone listening and coming to the game.
Well, Coach, thank you again, as always, for coming
Thank
up
you.
and talking to us. Again, that was head coach Taylor Brower of the Carbon Dinos. Tonight, coming away with the senior night victory over the Hawks of North Sanpete, 59-58. We're going to bring Sonny back in to wrap up this broadcast. You're listening to the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union postgame show right here on 95.3 The Peak. This is where the Dinos play. This is where you need to be. We'll be right back.
You've been accused of doing something illegal and charged a foul. It's time to run the court in a game of legal matters. Let Oliver Law jump through the hoops. Robert Oliver believes in innocent until proven guilty. Oliver Law brings you a slam dunk defense for the best possible outcome for your criminal case. And when it's time to go to the foul line, Robert Oliver doesn't miss a shot. Call 435-637-6060 or go to robertoliverlegal.com to request a free consultation. Robert Oliver, passionate about defending the underdog.
Picture this. A sudden burst pipe, flames engulfing your kitchen. Disaster strikes when you least expect it. But fear not, because Restore Wizard of Price is here to save the day. Their team of restoration experts is ready to tackle any fire or flood emergency from start to finish. They're not just here to fix the damage, they're here to restore your peace of mind. Don't let disaster catch you off guard. Call Restore Wizard of Price, 637-9165. Restore Wizard, the magic of a fresh start.
At San Rafael Health, they believe everyone deserves compassionate and dedicated care. Whether you're looking for a place for mom, dad, or any loved one, the doors are open. San Rafael Health accepts private pay, Medicaid, Medicare, and commercial insurance, ensuring quality health care is accessible for all. Let the family at San Rafael Health take care of your family. Call today at 384-2301 and let San Rafael Health provide the care your loved ones deserve.
I don't feel good.
Caring for each and every customer and their needs is the foundation of what Smart Health Pharmacy is all about. So when I need a prescription or advice, I can depend on the pharmacist at Smart Health.
Looking for a new pharmacy? It's never been easier to transfer your prescriptions to Smart Health. Call 687-5050 or go to smart-healthrx.com. Download their app today with convenient drive-through at 221 North Main Street, Huntington.
It's your health. Be smart about it. Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Carbon Dino basketball continues on 95.3 The Peak.
Welcome back. Final score tonight. Once again, the Carbon Dinos come away with the win 59-58. Nice interviews there, Aiden, with Ridge and Coach.
Yeah, they were fun to talk to. I really enjoy having them up in the booth. Always fun to get a player's perspective on things, especially someone who's had to overcome as much adversity as Ridge Butler has. Now, look, before we get into anything else and close out this broadcast, let's take a look at some scores from around the state. final in Delta. Delta continues their tear. They beat Manti 68-60. That's a team who is peaking at the right time. They are really causing some noise, handing Richfield their first region loss and then defeating the Templars over on our sister station KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Juab getting some payback, spoiling senior night for the Spartans 64-58. That game was tied at the half. And again, Richfield falling to Canyon View 55-42 in Cedar City. So some interesting games coming. It's going to be interesting to see how that impacts the RPI.
Well, the 3A tournament is going to be just fun because you've got teams like Delta who are playing really well now, going into the tournament with a high, and it just seems like everything is getting evened up. Richfield's kind of come down to earth a little bit. You got Emory tonight with the close game against a very good team. You got the Dinos winning tonight, close game against Canyon View. It just seems like everything is really tightening up, and the tournament is just going to be so much fun.
Yeah, it's going to be so much fun, Sonny, and it's one of those years where you walk in, you really have no idea who's going to win state. I mean, everyone's peaking at the right time. You look around, you don't see any blowouts on the schedule. These are all close games, and these are teams ranging anywhere from 2 in the RPI all the way down to 15.
Yeah.
So everyone can beat everybody on any given night in the 3A classification, so we're in for a lot of fun at the state tournament.
And then once you get past that first round, then you'll be at Utah Valley, and that probably even things up even more because you're at a neutral site. So this 3A basketball tournament this year is just going to be so much fun.
And we talked about it. This feels like the one true neutral site in 3A when it comes to the state tournament. Snow College,
Agree.
You're going to have Richfield playing a home game every night. You go down to Cedar, Canyon View plays a home game every night. But at Utah Valley, it's an equidistant from pretty much almost every school. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays into the fan attendance, how well teams play. It's going to be a fun tournament, Sonny. That's the one thing I can guarantee you.
Once again, Dinos win tonight 59-58 over North Sanpete. Now, if you want to know what's happening with the tournament and when Carbon will play, who they will play, listen to Drive Time Sports with Jordan Buscarini on our sister station, KOAL 107.3 FM 750, and he will keep you updated on everything going on with Carbon Dinos, and he'll keep you with everything going on in the community with all the high school teams, Emory and everything going on. He will keep you updated when they play, where they play, who they play. It's a great show. You can also get on the website, and you'll be able to find out there, too. Yeah. Castle Country Radio will keep you informed on everything going on.
Yep, castlecountryradio.com. It's sports, news, events coming up in the community. And, Sonny, let me tell you the best part. There's no pop-up ads. That is the biggest selling point. No pop-up ads. You're not going to be trying to read a story, and all of a sudden it's going to start advertising divorce lawyers. Of course, those ads are based on what you're looking for. So if you're getting those ads, maybe talk some things out. You know, you're headed towards a dark place. But at the same time, no pop-up ads. You're not going to have to worry about that existential crisis on castlecountryradio.com.
So it's a busy time for high school sports with a lot going on. The basketball scene, the Dinos win tonight 59-58, as we said. And keep with Castle Country Radio, and we'll keep you updated with when they play, who they play, and everything like that. You're listening to the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union post-game show. Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has the Spirit Card. Now tonight, you really want to go get one.
Yeah, Spirit Card, everyone knows, the boring piece of plastic in your wallet. Time and time again, we hit on it, but this is always fun to carry your favorite high school team with you wherever you go around the Castle Country area, whether it be the Dinos, the Spartans, or the Grand Red Devils. You're going to be able to carry that team spirit with you wherever you go.
Other than Coach, we're the only ones left in the gym. I think it might be time to go home.
I think it might be time to let everyone get a rest. But you can, if you somehow haven't had enough of us, we'll be back over on KOAL tomorrow, starting at 1:00 with USU Eastern basketball, both men's and women's tomorrow. They're playing Northwest Colorado, so that'll be a fun game.
Yeah, those are going to be two great games. We will be there for that. Join us tomorrow. Go out and watch USU Eastern tomorrow, as you said, and if you can't, right here, it'll be on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. And with that, we're going to call it an evening here. Anything else, Aiden, before we go home
Dinos.
tonight?
Let's go make some noise in the playoffs.
Dinos win tonight. Finish out the season with a win over North Sanpete, 59-58. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast as much as we enjoy bringing it to you. We hope you've enjoyed the season, being with us all season long. Have a great evening. Sonny Buscarini, Aiden Mortensen saying good night. Go Dinos.